Hi, my pile ones. If you chose this Ulexite, I believe is how you pronounce it, this is your reading for January. So this month, I just feel that things are going to kind of start progressing more and more quickly where things have felt stagnant. I feel like we're just going to kind of start moving along. Yeah, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna get 3 oracle cards to kind of get a theme for the month, stamp on your current energy, and then go into tarot for some more specifics. But first, let's start with this Ulexite. So I'm really intrigued. This is called a TV stone, and you can't really tell, but it's really cool. Like the image underneath it will show up on the top. It feels like something like out of a cereal box when I was a kid or something. But it's called the TV stone. This is a stone, if you chose this one for, I don't know if you can see my fingers in there, for telepathy and for clairvoyance. So we'll see how this may, join in with the reading. It may not, but yeah, so that may be interesting. There might be some secret messages in there for you if you Google the spiritual meaning of Ulexite. But in the meantime, let's get started with what is going on for January. Pile ones. So you guys, I'm over on Instagram, so please feel free to follow me over there, Carnelian Spirituality and Tarot. I know that's a lot of fun to type out. Thought hard about that. But I do daily readings over there. And I'd love to have you join me. I also do some other fun stuff, but yeah, so spirit guides, ancestors, please help me channel this message for my beloved pile ones. What is going on for the month of January? 3 cards, please, for the month of January. There we go. Commitment, home, and protection. So definitely with commitment and home, I'm definitely getting the initial sense that I'm getting here is some kind of relationship, some kind of heart thing happening here. Commitment. I'm getting a sense of moving forward in commitment with somebody. This isn't necessarily like marriage, but just kind of up-leveling a potential situation, potential relationship. Kind of knowing that you're divinely protected through all of this, because it might be a little chaotic in your home life. This could, for some of you, be like recommitting to somebody, or this can be like a commitment to yourself. I mean, there are 2 little birds here, but commitment to yourself, to your own strength, your own power, speaking your truth. I'm just, with protection, just always, this card for me always signifies being divinely protected. Although some of you, might be very protective of the earth, or are, kind of working in the field of environmentalism or something like that. But I'm definitely getting a sense of divine protection, and that things are going on in the home, like we're trying to create stability in the home. But let's start with this commitment and see more specifically what this is about for my pile ones. Spirit, for my pile one, why is commitment here? Okay, for my pile ones, why is commitment here? Whoa. I'll take this top one. Ow! Too many spirits. Too many. Can I get one more, please? Okay, so I'm going to move that guy over there. So So I'm definitely... So there's something we feel down and out about, something that we feel down, left out in the cold about. Some kind of conflict here. I definitely feel relationship vibes. And granted, this is just one part of your story. So if you're not in a relationship right now, kind of disregard. Because I feel like there's something, and this doesn't have to be romantic with this King of Cups here. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It can be like a family issue, a friend issue. But there's a situation where something has left us out in the cold. Some kind of deceit has happened or some kind of deception to us. And I feel like it's kind of stealing our power a bit. I feel like it's taking our energy. It's keeping us up late at night. This Nine of Swords energy is very, very mentally conflicted energy. Kind of like up at 3 in the morning. I can't sleep. My health is kind of starting to, just like some worries that we've got going on. And I feel like with this Page of Pentacles reversed and this Three of Wands reversed, you know, there's new ideas in regard to money. There's new opportunities coming in. Spirit wants us to be building right now in regard to our career. And I feel like it's kind of keeping our power. It's kind of like keeping us from our power. Like it's keeping us way too emotional and not in a more grounded place. And someone may have, sorry, you guys, I'm trying not to say so much. It's just in me. Someone could have, like the Seven of Swords reversed can be like a deception card, like a cheater, like a liar, a stealer, whatever. With it reversed, I feel like maybe it's not as bad as you think it is. It could, I mean, it's kind of, for me, it's like a card of false masks. So potentially like someone could have feelings for you, but they're wearing a mask. Or literally that we've been lied to, cheated on, stole, you know, it's deceptive energy, but it's not always necessarily he is cheating, you know, like it's not necessarily like a bad energy. It's like sometimes it's just there's a lack of honesty happening for whatever reason. And with this King of Cups here, this is either a person in your life that you're having this disagreement with, masculine, feminine, male, female, doesn't matter. It's just masculine and feminine energy, which we have both sides in us at all times. We're either waiting for, it's like two things. I feel like we need to master our emotions because we're losing our power in the situation. But also this could be the person in your life that you're kind of wanting to resolve an issue with. Let me see if I can get a little bit more. Can I get a little bit more with this potential relationship? Yeah, I kind of feel like these two energies are kind of at battle right now, just the way that came out. Queen of Cups, very nurturing, maternal, loving energy. This King of Pentacles. For some of you, this may not resonate for everybody, guys, but for some of you, I feel like there's a situation here where you're ready to get into something, the other person is not. I feel like they really want to build their finances first with this King of Pentacles so that they can come in feeling strong. Because with it, I'm like getting a sense of they don't feel good enough yet. They don't feel like with this Page of Pentacles reverse, it's like, all I've got is this little pentacle. When this person wants to come to you with this, you know, I am sitting on a pile of pentacles. So yeah, take how that resonates, but I feel like there's some kind of battle happening right now. What is the potential outcome for this? Because this is commitment. So what is the potential outcome with this commitment? And we're going to get guidance and everything else, you guys. So what is the potential outcome with this commitment card here? Too many. I get one more commitment card here? So I feel like Spirit's guidance here is to cool it, to just put the brakes on, okay? I know you want answers, you want clarity, you might want some kind of, justice happening here, a balance of the scales. I feel like this is being done right now so that we can master our emotions. Because we don't want to create anything that is going to backfire. What we want is justice. What we want is equality, like a fairness and balance in a relationship. And pushing it too soon, I feel like might create a bit of conflict. But take that how that resonates, you guys. Let's see what else comes out here in regard to protection. What have we got in regard to protection? Spirit, what is going on in January? Why is the protection card here? So not everything is illuminated right now, for sure, with that moon. That's kind of like... I feel like we are... Like we're getting I feel like sorry guys, I feel like in the stop and start from like in the waiting period, like we had the Hermit card reversed earlier, and the Hermit is all about taking a pause, really going within, reflecting. And I feel like we're not doing that right now. We've got that Nine of Swords energy, that mental energy of anguish and worry and confusion, and we just want answers. Then I feel like Spirit's saying like you're being protected right now from this situation. And you really, really, really have to trust that if you want this Four of Wands energy, which is beautiful, celebratory energy, potential wedding, energy for this card, also twin flame energy, typically for this card, that we really want to just pause, like change it up. Don't take any action on this. What we are... We need to take a time out to know what we really want. And in the meantime, it's all being done for us, not to us. We are transforming right now. I also am getting like strong nature vibes. Like, please take time out of your schedule to be in nature when you're feeling just kind of crazy. This is a time of building your solar plexus chakra energy, your willpower, your determination, the freedom to be yourself, your confidence. So that when the time is right and you don't feel so chaotic, that you can take swift, decisive action and move forward passionately. Like, I feel like taking this time out really is going to help you communicate your ideas better. So they can do this from an intelligent place. Like, I feel like we're just really emotional right now. And so by taking this time out, Spirit is protecting you from this situation. And it doesn't mean that things are, stopping forever. It just means, like with this Queen of Pentacles here too, reversed, I feel like you're being asked, and this is just a current stamp on your energy. It's, you can change it at any time, but I feel like the energy of this moment is a lot of fear and anxiety and worry, rather than like building the life that we want. Ultimately, this Queen of Pentacles energy, she's, a gorgeous energy, very grounded energy, very strong. She's got her own money, practical, career-minded, down to earth, like a beautiful home, So know that right now, as hard as it is, like you're being protected right now from the situation that you're worried about. And I feel like you really need to protect your own energy as well. I highly recommend, any kind of smoke clearing that you can do, or using any black stones. Black obsidian is fantastic. Apache tears, black tourmaline is a great, great stone for protection. Just to protect your energy, especially twin flame energy can be very messy. It can really kind of, you feel their energy, they feel your energy. And if one of you is not in the best place, you'll affect each other, which is crazy to think about. But I really feel like that's true. So protect your energy. Know that you are divinely protected. Know that this is all being done for you, not to you. And yeah. So let's see. I just want to give you a shuffle. Why is home here? Spirit, why is home here? Why is home here? It's interesting. Sometimes these cards come out and it's three absolutely completely different things, but I feel like this is all connected. Oop. Why is home here? For my awesome pile ones. And I don't feel like, you guys, I don't want you to beat yourselves up. I don't want you to feel like this is a negative reading. It's just a current stamp on your energy. We just kind of let someone take our power too much. And that's really easy to do when we're people pleasers. It's really easy to do when we care about somebody or a situation. So it's all very human. Why is home here? Yeah, they're just nailing it home. Pun intended. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. So, you guys, I'm digging this energy. Okay. So this is a highly transitional time for you, the month of January. And this will probably continue throughout the month of January. So there's a lot of major arcana here. And ultimately what Spirit wants of you is this Star card. Okay, you guys, you aren't meant to be small. You're meant to shine. You are meant to be the star of your own show. You're meant to be hopeful and have a beautiful, fulfilling life. This is a card of shining. I don't remember who's attached to this, but it feels like Leo energy to me. Just allowing yourself to be seen, to be your full, authentic, beautiful star self. And what we've got here is with this Ace of Pentacles, it's like there's new breakthroughs in money, new ideas about money, things that we can really begin to invest in and pursue. But I feel like there's an impatience here. There's this ending that's happening. This could be in our home. It could be moving from one situation to another situation. But ultimately, with this Magician card reversed, there's again, it's that pull of that personal power being taken from us. It's like, here's where we are and here's where we want to be, to step up into the star energy. And with this moon here too, knowing that everything isn't illuminated for us right now, there's a lot under the surface. It's like a highly intuitive time. It's a time to go within, to really understand how we're feeling. Is what we're feeling, kind of plugging away. Sorry, 18 million messages. Okay. How are we really feeling about the situation right now? Does it make us feel like a star, or is it kind of zapping our energy and taking us out of it? Because ultimately we want this beautiful home life. We want something beautiful that is ours, that we've created, that is magical, that feels luxurious. And we're just out of balance, okay, currently. And so the guidance here, and you guys, that's okay. Again, humanity, hello, I'm one, I'm a human. it's just, we're focusing our energy, we're focusing our energy on something else or on someone else, rather than putting that power within us, rather than giving the attention to ourselves. Because there's some kind of ending here as well that has happened. I feel like for some of us, we're moving out of one situation into another situation, and it's kind of about creating our own stability before we can come into something else. Take it how it resonates for you, but there's a lot of opportunity for you to like really, really step up in January and shine. Spirit has blessings to give you for sure. Yeah, they want you to be the master of your craft. They want you to like build and build and build those pentacles, have the life you want. Yeah, and in the meantime, well, you know, things feel sad and feel like not great, and like, why don't I have answers or clarity to things? Spirit's like, remember your strength. Remember your strength. Okay. We want to manifest this beautiful home life. And I feel like Spirit's also saying home is within us. Home is always, we are always safe within us. And, you know, we are home within. We don't find home in somebody else. We find home within ourselves first. Okay, my loves. A little bit of tough love for this reading, but, you know, that's okay. It's okay, guys. Let me get... I want to get a little bit more information here. Do I want to use this deck? Yeah. Make sure I'm still filming, and we are. Okay. I get some more information from my pile ones. Trapped in fear. Yeah, it's just kind of more of the same, more of that Nine of Wands or Nine of Swords energy. Too many, guys. Yeah, just more of the same. I'll just quick talk through this and then move on. But trapped in fear, you know, we've got passion in our hearts. We are passionate about something, a situation, and Spirit really, really wants us to have that passion within ourselves with this one here. For me, ones are all about like our independence, our will, our own personal power, our own personal individuality. And there's like heart chakra here and solar plexus chakra energy here. And she's just like in love with herself. And this waiting game card, that's like Two of Swords energy for me, really. So as we wait it out, like pour all of that energy into yourself. I know easier said than done. But we didn't have any devil energy come out, so that's good. You're not being too completely obsessive. You're trying. Okay, Spirit, can I get some more information from my pile ones? Yeah, you guys, I just want to reiterate, you guys are meant to sparkle and shine. Like there is something unique about you. Spirit. Okay, so here's a little more. We've got Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. Okay, so again with this 1 here, 1 plus 0 equals 1. And 10, so there's definitely like an ending happening. We're stepping into a new beginning. This is a time of transition. It is a huge transition, which is why it feels so weighty, which is why it feels like a million bricks on us. The abundant universe will provide. So where you are scared in love and money, okay, Spirit's just like saying, hey, it's going to be okay. And I feel like I just, you know, saw these 2 feathers here. Like, I feel like the situation, I'm definitely getting like really twin flamey energy here. Bear with me if you're not even into relationships right now. This may not be your reading, but trust that the universe has got your back. I mean, buffalo are solid. They are solid creatures. Like they know what they're doing. And I feel like Spirit is the buffalo right now. And they're just like, don't fuck with the buffalo. Like we got it. We are strong. We know exactly the route to take. We are like on it. And And anything that you feel like a sense of lack about, pour it into yourself, pour it into your own esteem, pour it into your own beauty, like revel in the mirror about yourself. Take time to be out in nature, take time to be quiet, to find balance, however that is for you. That might be like a yoga practice, that might be going for walks every day, that might be taking salt baths, that might be like stargazing or looking at the moon. It might be journaling. It might be doing some shadow work. But where you feel lack, Spirit is saying, like, we're going to provide. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about this relationship. Okay, it's all going to work itself out. And in the meantime, we've got Brown Bear Spirit. Take time out. Because this, I feel like we've got an ending here, like this 9 here, that represents endings. It represents completion. And I feel like we need to mourn the loss of something. And that's so hard. And again, like there's 2 little like brighter feathers. So this, again, is like very twin flamey energy. Twin flamey. And more too. Okay. This is the end of something, of a big cycle for you. It's a big death. It's major arcana. We are ending something and we need to honor it and we need to heal from it. And you might feel like if some of you are coming out of a different relationship or out of a career or out of a divorce or something, like you might feel like, oh man, I wanted this, 4 years ago, but you could still potentially have that on you, that energy on you, whether you know it or not. And with this reversed, I feel like Spirit's just asking you to take the time out where you're not and to really honor the healing process of letting that go. And you might be all wrapped up in this new situation, but I feel like Spirit's really asking you to honor, all of our relationships mean something to us and they teach us something. So if we don't really take those lessons into our blood, into our souls, history can repeat itself. So if there was any, there's lots of solar plexus chakra energy, which is about your willpower, your confidence, determination, like your personal self-esteem. That's the word I'm looking for. So if there's anything here, especially if it comes to an ending or especially, things that don't feel good, it's really important to work on that right now. Work on it so that you can show up, badass person to the next thing that you want. And then with this vulture spirit, nothing is wasted. And we have another 9 here. So 99 could be an important number for you. You might want to look that up. Where you're just like, I feel like this is a card of regret. It's a card of like, oh God, like, why did I do this? Why did I make these choices? Why did this happen? Why is this happening? And Spirit's like, nothing is wasted. Like, it's all being done for us, not to us. Okay, they have lessons to teach us here. Like, I've been through so much in my life in regard to relationships and in regard to whatever. And every time something ends, I'm just like, oh, why did I have to go through that? It's just a horrible. And you're like, oh God, I can't believe I was with that person. And like whatever. But looking back on it, I learned something. I learned such deep things from all of those relationships, and nothing is wasted. Nothing is wasted. Okay. Let's get some guidance for you guys. Spirit, can I get some guidance? Guidance from your pile ones. Take inspired action. Yes, my little Virgos. Virgos are really hard workers. They're pentacle energy, they're earth energy. That Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy of the methodical workers. They love their money. They don't mind working for their money. And Spirit really wants you to plug away like you've got earth energy. See the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Take a reality check. Full moon in Capricorn. I'm only laughing because I just said Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, earth energy. And Capricorns are like the zodiac that like wakes up and they're like, oh, I can't wait to go to work. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Like they're really hard workers, and they can be like a little bit obsessed about work. So the fact that like take a reality check, it's just very like cut and dry energy to me. And then Sagittarius, like see the bigger picture. To me, this is Sagittarius are really fun and gregarious people. And most Sagittarius I know are really like up for whatever. They kind of go with the flow of things. They're up for a good time. They're caring. They care about people. And so I feel like the spirit just kind of wants you to not take things so seriously right now, and to like kind of shake up that energy. Let what needs to go, fall away, and just kind of like begin to like put all this energy back into yourself. And we have a new moon in Capricorn. Oh my gosh, double Capricorn energy, you guys. You're supposed to be working right now. Work. And not a lot is illuminated. So I know that that is scary. And you're just like, what am I supposed to be working at? Like, what steps in your heart, and I know that's such an annoying thing to say, but in your heart, you know what it is you're supposed to be working toward. And if not, take a risk at this point, like jump into something, because they want you to be plugging away, step up and lead. Okay. Being the leader in your own life. For some of you, this might be jumping into a career where you are a leader, public speaker, something, but you're not dimming your light anymore for anybody, and you are ready to shine. You're ready to roar, be that courageous lion. Okay. What else do we want to get for you guys? Let's also get, well, I just got this new deck, so I'll have to read it, but I really like it. This is the Shaman's Dream, Shaman's Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. They're sticky, like hard. Okay, can I get some guidance from my pile ones? This month is really powerful, you guys. It's a really, really powerful month. I feel like it's a very lucky and auspicious time for you. So get into it, because like the blessings are here and ready. Watchers, transpersonal, crown games, right use of power, deep diver, diving into a task. Okay, I don't know these cards at all, so we'll do a quick read here. Okay, so this is serendipity, the observer, witness, and transpersonal. So when the watchers appear, it is an invitation to stop doing. Pause, get off the treadmill, and take a deep breath. Find the witness within, the one who can observe the fire and fury happening around you, but is not caught up in any of the drama. So again, it's really interesting because we're taking time to reflect on the old and to heal the old and to take care of ourselves and to find that balance again. And then Spirit's like, friggin' go and do the things that will empower you and move your career forward. So it's like a stop-start. It's like honoring the old while beginning the new. The time is right to step back. If you have a thought or opinion, keep it to yourself. If you have a feeling that needs to be expressed, do it in the shower. Do not engage with the action happening around you. Simply observe. The Watchers invite you to break free from the linear, casual pace of the petty day-to-day. Rise to divine coincidence, to serendipity, and notice how the act of seeing the heart of the matter produces results. Things happen without you doing anything. Creation unfolds in its own mysterious way, requiring only a sacred witness. So yeah, and with the 6 here, for me, that always represents happiness and harmony in the home. So I feel like this is just about taking a time out in regard to all that you're worried about in regard to that relationship, that it's going to work itself out on its own. This is a time to just observe and wait and put the brakes on. Okay. Then we've got these crown games here. Man, leadership. Leadership, responsibility, accountability, right use of power. It's that step up and lead card, that star card, that shine card. There's a game of power played by all people, whether they're conscious of it or not. It concerns who has it and who doesn't. How to get more of it and not to lose that which you have. How to wield it wisely and not to get drunk with it and cause harm. These are the matters you need to ponder now that you find yourself in the crown game too. You want to be on top, the best, the most affected, the most effective, the most beloved. You may discover that your deep desire to help others is disguising the underpinnings of this complex game. Power and all it entails can be both dangerous and productive, destructive and redemptive. Which will it be for you? Can you forgive without condoning and keep your dignity when challenged? Will you be accountable, amenable to change or making amends? Can you let go of your need to rescue others? Lead with humility while letting others discover their way home. Now you're learning that empowerment comes with a price and a sacrifice for sovereignty. This is a time to pick your battles, use strategy, and temper your reactions. You have the power to make a beautiful difference on behalf of others. Can you see power as a currency that must spend judiciously? True power is stewarded wisely, for it is given from the divine, not from the ego. In all your relations, the greatest beauty is when power is shared. If you are in a higher position, it's even more important to be kind and respectful. Ask for guidance. It will come when you choose compassion over your own goals and desires. When you stop caring about who wears the crown, true success and influence appear for you. Interesting. And with this 8 here, that's a number of, personal power and authority, business, abundance. So I feel like as we move into the Star of Our Own show, as we move into this leadership, this is about really like maintaining that balance, because in this fear and worry that we've got going on right now, it's really easy to lash out, when we're feeling pulled on, and when there is no balance, we can kind of become a little bit maniacal. We can become a little mean. We can become, because we're tired, because we're not filling our power pack. We're not acting out of a place of love and peace. We're reacting out of a place of and that's going to affect our future. That's going to affect how we lead. That's going to affect that star card, that being the star of your own show. Also just humility. Like, why are we why are we changing our careers? Why are we moving into leadership? Why are we doing the things we're doing? Are we doing it from a place of compassion and wanting to teach and serve and love? Or are we doing it because we want to make money, or, for more vapid, power hungry schemes? So something to think about as you move forward, as you plug away. And then finally, we have Deep Diver, diving into a task. This is embracing risk, diving into a task and new discoveries. It's easy to play in the shallows where the waters are clear and you can see all that glitters by your feet. Anyone can venture there. There's a little risk, nothing to discover, no dark secret, nothing that you can't already perceive. The treasure has long been picked away, replaced by a gentle certainty. In the shallow river is safety and no surprises. Ah, but that's not who's calling you now. The deep diver invites you to take the plunge with him. You can't see the bottom, but you must swim into the dark depths to find the mystery that eludes you now. He knows where the pearls lie underneath the ancient sands. You are called to look beneath the surface of things for your answer. Let your intuition propel you into the water, allowing your memories to swirl around you and your emotions to well up as you face the unknown. Your curiosity will be your greatest guide. You'll surely discover something wondrous to bring back to everyone who is waiting by the shore. But only you will truly know the value of your discovery. Are you willing to do the work? Dive in, make the commitment to see it through, and you'll be amazed. Whew. Yeah. And, with this 1 here, and we've got this 10, so it's like the ending, coming into our own, we're ending something, but we're coming into this new personal power, into our independence, our will, new beginnings, our individuality. It's like such a powerful time. This is a huge, powerful month. Pile 1. Make sure I'm still filming. Yes. Okay. Sorry, the videos have cut off so many times in the past, and it's just like, So yeah, you guys are really just being asked to, I'm just getting like such a strong sense of you stepping into your personal power, into this true, like the truest version of yourselves. It's almost like Spirit will not take anything but 100% compliance. They're like, we're done with old pile number 1, like pile number 1, like new pile number 1 is like the real deal, the authentic, like came out of the womb, you know, ready to take over the world and ready to be their true authentic selves. Because I feel like you guys are a pile that has such strong purpose, which is pretty cool. So let's see what blessings are coming up for you guys. Blessings for my pile ones, and then finally we'll get a self-care card. Okay, blessings for my pile ones in the month of January. Blessings for my pile ones in the month of January. Woo. This one came in hot. Oh God, I love it. Oh my God, Spirit is so freaking funny. We have a protection card. And on this protection card, so not only do we get the protection card twice, okay, just so you remember, but also we've got stag spirit here, and the stag spirit in the animal deck. Did we actually get the stag? No, we didn't actually get the stag, but in the animal deck is about leadership. So you guys, so there is something we are stepping into here. We are creating our new lives, and we are being protected throughout it. I feel like I'm just getting all this red here. Like I'm feeling a very passionate, this is a very passionate group, a very inspired group, a very creative group. And the best thing you can do right now is be out in nature. Know that you're like, well, let's talk about blessings, but be out in nature. To ground yourself, to find that balance. But as a blessing, like you are absolutely being divinely protected. Absolutely, absolutely. You will see passion along the way. You will see glimmers of yourself along the way where you feel alone or feel like just in the dark about everything. And this is kind of like passage. It's like, you know, that ending from one to another, this, you know, from we're ending something, stepping into this new life. And that's a gift. And Spirit's saying, like, view this as a gift. Like, this is your transition time. You're creating, like, you're stepping into your own power. With all this red here, that's root chakra energy to me. You're stepping into a sense of security that you are creating for yourself, which is beautiful, powerful energy. And with this 4 here, that also represents stability, like firm foundations. So as a blessing, like we are, like trust the passage. You know, the journey is never easy. It's always a little bumpy. It's scary. You know, we just want to get there already. But Spirit's like, trust this journey. Trust this as a blessing. And trust that this is all being done for you, that you're like this idea of like you coming into your own self-esteem and worth and really just creating this life. You're, you know, knowing that you are powerful to handle it all. That is a blessing. And that it's going to be a big transition in January, I'm telling you. And then we've got Mystic Meadow Sanctuary. For me, this is usually a card about finding friends, but I actually want to read that one because it's been a while. Or like having support. But this is also, let's see. Draw nourishment from the wellspring inside you. Be a sanctuary for others. Go within and listen to the voice of your soul. Access your divine guidance. If you've been struggling or pushing, take time off, retreat, rest, and relax. Take a vacation or embark on a retreat. Okay, so that's hermity energy. Okay, that's like, again, taking that time out. Okay. Take the time out when you feel overwhelmed, tired, feel the feelings, do the work, do the shadow work. And know, like, to me, this is always like your spirit guides or people like coming into either your like coming into your environment and kind of showing up when you need the most. And it's interesting, we've got that bear spirit here again. And, you know, he came out reversed before. And it was like, take a time out as reverse. Like, I don't want to take a time out. And then it's like, you'll be taking the time out. You know, this is a blessing. Like, trust that, like, putting the brakes on a little bit and just kind of honoring your body, your cycle, the go and flow of life and how you feel. It's okay to honor that. But know that your guides and your angels are with you. I'm also strongly getting that sense as you create this life. Big month, you guys. Really, really big month for you guys. Let's get a self-care card for you, just because it is a lot. I keep meaning to do shorter readings, and I just don't. Because I want you to have all the good stuff. Okay, Spirit, what self-care can pile one give to themselves the month of January? Got clear your energy field and clear your clean your space. How funny. So just cleanse, 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 cleanse. For some of you, I feel like with this home card here, you might legitimately be moving or being ready to move. We've got, again, like just with these, excuse me, a lot of 9s and 10s in this reading. Excuse me. Clean your space, declutter, clear out anything, you know, just any old energy, get rid of it. Anything in your house that like no longer serves you, reminds you of something, like doesn't feel good, just get rid of it. Get rid of it, get rid of it, get rid of it. Because I also feel like, you know, for any endings, like just release, like just shed everything that just is not coming with you into your future. And it will help with that intense worry. It'll help you, like when you feel mentally like, what's going on? It will help you kind of channel that energy somewhere. And then clear, oh my gosh, clear your energy fields. Again, like I had mentioned, smoke cleansing earlier, we're getting that again here. Any energy work that you can do online, guided meditations, go to a healer, Reiki, you know, because we've got 9, 10s, we've got this ending, and then 10s are like the finality of something, but we're also with this, you know, 10, 1 plus 0 equals 1. So it's also like we're coming into like a new start, a new beginning, and we just want to be ready for it. Love it. I also want to quick get you guys how to love yourself card, just with all of the self-worth and solar plexus chakra energy, self-esteem. For my pile 1s, can I get a love yourself card? I deserve to live in an atmosphere of joy and acceptance and cleanliness. I am open and receptive to all good. Yeah. I deserve to live in an atmosphere of joy and acceptance. I feel like Spirit is just saying, you don't have to feel the way that you do right now. It is your choice how you feel in this moment. It is your choice what you choose to take on mentally. And if something is really keeping you up at night, like that's not fair to you. You know, that you get to choose in this moment, you know what? I'm going to just go to bed. I'm just going to turn off this brain because I deserve something better than how I feel right now. Okay, and then we've got, I visualize all my limitations falling away one by one until I am safe, healed, and whole. I let go of limitations and recognize the true beauty of my being. Yeah, very solar plexus chakra energy. Your own beauty, your own personal authority, your strength. You're perfect as is. And whatever you're releasing, whatever has happened in the past, it's time to shed all of that and just focus on the beauty of it all. You guys, this is a big month. Big month, pile 1s. Please let me know in the comments all that's going on. Whoa! Good gravy. Too many, Spirit. Can we try those again? Okay, for my pile 1s, last little nugget. Last little nugget of wisdom for my pile 1s. I let go. Oh my gosh. I let go. I let go. I release. I am within perfect possibility. The dark moon, when things aren't illuminated, it's like, oh God, this is so beautiful. It is perfect transition energy from 9 to 10. That dark moon is at the end of the full moon, before the start of the new moon. It's that sliver of, I think it's like 4 hours of beautiful, perfect timing. And Spirit's like, you're almost right there into that newness. Pile 1, big month. Honor it, but most of all, honor yourself, because you guys deserve the world. You're incredibly powerful. You're incredibly purposeful. There's stuff that you're here to do. So honor this time of healing and get ready, because y'all are going to take off real soon. Okay? You guys, it is always an honor for me to be able to read for you, and I'm just so eternally grateful for that. If this video resonated for you, please hit the like button, please share, please subscribe. It's so helpful for me in building this channel, and it's an awesome, great group of people. I love every single one of my subscribers. Again, just so honored. So I will see you all in my next video. If you hit the little bell button, you'll know when the next one pops out. And just love and light to you. Also, if you're reading or seeing this before Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, have a wonderful New Year. January, here we come. Okay, bye. Hello, my pile 2s. If you chose this Ouro Verde quartz, it looks like citrine, doesn't it? It's just really beautiful. I love this stone. Ouro Verde quartz. This is your reading for the month of January. Here's the scoop with this. I kind of took some notes for all these. This is a stone of strength and protection. Okay. Stone of abundance. It gives us the deeper meaning of life when we meditate with it. It gives us a lot of wisdom, clarity, and common sense. And what I love about it is that it helps us to manifest our full potential. And I feel like that's a reoccurring theme in the month of January, to help us shine no matter the circumstances. So we will see how that resonates with the rest of your reading. But yeah, I really feel like January is a big month. That energy came out in pile 1 for sure. Just kind of like all of us stepping into the best version of ourselves for 2022, and kind of like Spirit demanding full compliance. So we'll see what comes out. We are going to do 3 oracle cards to get the general energy of like the kind of like the main themes for the month of January. See where you're going to be most effective for my pile 2s. So let's just get into it, you guys. Ancestors, spirit guides, angels, please help me channel this message for my beautiful pile 2s. Can I get 3 cards for my pile 2s, please? Oh, I'm loving it. Freedom and travel. Oh, you guys got 4. You got 4. It's going to be a long reading. All right. So, interesting. So we've got freedom, we've got travel, clarity, protection. So I'm definitely getting a very powerful energy. It's almost like this feeling of, I want to go, I want freedom, I want like to just burst forward into my life, and kind of feeling like, you know, you've got the pedal to the metal, but there's a brick wall ahead. Like you're just like all this energy, and you want to channel it somewhere, and there's, you know, clarity coming, and you are divinely protected in this process. So I'm going to get a little bit deeper here with tarot, but I'm sensing a lot of energy, like we're kind of like ready to move on from things into a new way of life, a new way of being. We are passionate. We are ready, George Bailey, to shake the dust off of the boots of this crummy little town and see the world. All right, so why is this freedom card here, Spirit? Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do this individually this time. I feel like this is all connected, so I'm going to take it as connected. So maybe it won't be as long. Okay, Spirit, why these cards? What is the situation? Actually, I feel like that wants to go that way. Actually, no, that kind of came out reversed. I'm going to take it reversed. Okay, Spirit. What are these cards here for my pile twos? What do we got going on for my pile twos? Okay, I'm going to bring these ones down here. Can you guys see okay? I'm just going to move these up a little bit for you. Sorry, I need to figure out how to, I don't have anything to clip my camera thing to, so it needs to be like up higher, but I don't have anything to help me do that right now. Okay. So I mean, initially, so like here's the energy that I'm getting. And it's a little bit similar to pile one, actually. I feel like we have a lot of energy. We want to burst forward with pot. Like this page of wands energy is, you know, new ideas, new things that we're passionate about. Okay, wands is all about passion, your energy, your charisma, like new ideas, like fiery, like we're ready to go. And the fact that he's reversed, I feel like exactly what this is. Like I'm ready. I want freedom. I want answers. Let's do this. And the brakes are on. Like we are ready to move into this Empress energy. We like Empress energy, my favorite card in the deck. We are ready to create a life that is just beautiful and where we are just on our throne, living our best lives, you know, as the best version of ourselves. The Empress is like all four queens in one. She's fiery, determined, she's practical, career-minded, like money, indulgent, emotional, but like in a beautiful way, artistic, creative, charismatic. Like she's all the things, and beautiful, maternal, nurturing, creative energy. And in the past, I just feel like you've kind of gotten the breadcrumbs of life and you're really sick of it. I feel like there hasn't been an equal give and take in certain things in your life. And we are still in the process of healing those things. And that's why this, like, the brick wall is ahead of us. That's why we're not able to almost like come out of this cage and fly, because we are still kind of stuck in the past a little bit. And for January, it seems like for a lot of us that it is a letting go of the old and moving into the new. So I feel like this is kind of like some past energy. Three of Cups is, you know, Five of Cups is always like a little bit crying over spilled milk. It's kind of looking back in the past and regret when there's so much to, you know, look behind you and there's, you know, two cups right there to look forward to. So it can just kind of like be a card of like, I just feel like there's some healing that needs to be done. And what I feel like is really required now is just a crap ton of love, like self-love. Self-love and seeing ourselves as divine. I feel like that's what has been lost along the way. You know, like maybe in relationships or, you know, things where we have given and given and given and not gotten anything back. You know, it just hasn't been equal. And it isn't fair. And we're just like, I'm ready for something else. And Spirit's like, and I feel like when we go through those processes, it's really easy to kind of feel like life's always going to be that way. Especially when it's like years of your life, decades of your life. But I feel like in this case, Spirit is really asking us to remember our divinity, that we are connected to source, that we have, you know, everything within us to create the lives that we want, to create the people that we want to be. I feel like this freedom requires money. And I feel like we're just tired of the old. It's like, you know, we're tired of doing battles. We're tired of having to do it all. So there's a big call here for self-love and for like understanding that that we can manifest again. Like not everything has to be a fight, to remember that we get to create our future. And at the bottom of the deck, we had this 9 of Pentacles energy, which is like, to me, a card of freedom. It's a card of like freedom, independence, individuality. You know, she has created all of her money. You know, she's wealthy, luxurious. She has a bird on her finger. And like, there's just such power here and independence. She doesn't need anybody else. She's got this beautiful vineyard, all this money. She's beautiful. And right now she's reversed. And so I feel like what Spirit is saying here is that if we want real freedom, if we want to be able to travel, we need to understand that we can have this. We need to believe again that we can have all of this. It's like about changing our perspective, taking action, believing that the rug isn't going to always be pulled out from under us, knowing that not every single relationship is going to suck balls. Okay, karma time is over, you guys. We need to start believing again. And believe me, I know how hard that is. To kind of go through something that really took the wind out of your sails and really made you not feel good and didn't allow you to sparkle and shine, the things that you've been through. Some of you might feel like really beaten down and just like, I know I'm this Empress energy and something kept me from it, like a person, a job, a relationship, families, you know, people telling us in our lives, like, you can't do that, or even subconsciously, like not even understanding that you're giving your power away to a situation or people that whose energy just kind of dimmed your light. And that is, you know, a personal choice, but oftentimes we don't even know that our power is gone. Oh, that's interesting. Because I feel like this is about divine protection, but I feel like she's hugging that earth like, oh no, I'm protecting my energy. And with all this yellow, that solar plexus chakra energy about willpower, confidence, self-esteem, she's like, I'm protecting me. I'm protecting me now. I'm the rules. I make the rules, which is how I feel with this Hierophant card. Learning how to show up for ourselves and demand more, and to not let the past happen to us again, but to really step forward with a determination of, I protect myself first. I am a divine being. I can create anything that I want, and I can manifest a beautiful, beautiful life for myself. And I believe it wholeheartedly. My past does not need to come into my future. Because I have a feeling for a lot of us, you know, to be this Empress energy, we've had to have done the work for a really long time. So I feel like this is a pile that knows how to attract, knows how to manifest. But I feel like the past couple of years for anybody would shake you to your core, you know, would kind of take the wind out of your sails and kind of like get you second guessing your life and where you're at. And kind of, you know, we're coming out of that fog, out of that haze, out of this, you know, sadness into this place of, holy crap, gorgeous, gorgeous energy. And demanding more for ourselves again, and remembering like, oh wait, it all can change. Like everything radically changes today. It can all change in an instant. I forgot my power. I forgot who I was. I forgot how powerful I am. Oh, so I love this for you, pile 2. January's a big month. A big month for everybody. I'm absolutely feeling that. Kind of coming back into a sense, like a true and authentic sense of ourselves. Let's get some more information here. Oops. For my pile 2s. And this travel can also potentially be like moving from, like actually moving for some of us. I get more clarity and guidance for pile 2. No, we got 4. We'll just take them. Elephant spirit, learn from the past. Canary spirit, sing your own song. Lion spirit, be generous of spirit. And groundhog spirit, time to let go. So it's interesting, like there's a lot of past energy here with elephant spirit, learn from the past, and time to let go. You know, with groundhog spirit here reversed, I feel like we're still stuck in the past a bit. Like, I feel like maybe the past has been a potentially financially secure situation. Like with this 4 here, it represents stability and security. With it being reversed, I feel like we're maybe afraid to move on because we don't know how to take care of ourselves, don't know how to be on our own 2 feet financially. But just in general, there's like a protective energy, like I need to protect my heart. And we're kind of like afraid of letting go. Like if I let go, I'm going to have to venture out. This heart's going to have to be vulnerable again. What? And it's scary. But with this elephant spirit here, you know, this beautiful wisdom of elephant. Learn from the past. Don't take it with you. Let it go, let it go, let it go. If you want true freedom, do the work right now to release all of it. Let it go. And that was like, if pile 1 resonated with you at all, or you felt drawn to pile 1, you might want to see that one too, because there's definitely this theme of releasing the past that no longer serves us. This being like a huge transition time of like taking the time out to release the past, to, you know, step into our intuition, like really be with our intuition, go within, take that time out so that we can heal, we can do the shadow work, we can let go. And then there's also this energy of stepping into this new version of ourselves and really going for it and not putting the brakes on. So it's like pause, heal, reflect, go, like be your badass self. Like this card, Canary spirit, sing your own song. This is solar plexus chakra energy. This is about shining. This is being the star of your own show. This is singing your own song, being your authentic self. For some of you, you might be very, very, very creative people with this 3 here. And then with the music and the flute. And this is not being afraid to put yourself out there, not being afraid to perform, to record, to put your art out there. But also just to be who you are, comfortable in your own skin. And when this is reversed, I feel like we haven't allowed ourselves that for a while. We're scared to get back out of our shells again. It's scary. But Spirit is saying, like, learn from the past, okay? Learn from the past. The world needs you. Let go of the stuff that kept you small so that we can move forward. And then we've got this Lion Spirit, be generous of spirit. With this 10 here, 1 plus 0 equals 1. So again, like this idea of like endings, you know, this 10, this finality, it's the end, and then stepping into, it's, you know, but at the same time, we're transitioning into this 1 energy, this authority of our own lives, this power, individuality. So let me read this one reversed because I want to see what it says. 37. Okay. Do you doubt you can do much good? Are you stuck in a state of scarcity thinking? Who am I to lead? Or who am I to step into my dream? Who am I to have an amazing relationship? Who am I to think I can help? You guys, this is exactly, you know, what those cards that came out were, like believing again that we have the ability to create again, to manifest, to attract. Who are you? You're everything. Lion Spirit is here to tell you that the antidote for low self-esteem is stepping into a healthy pride. Of course you can do all that you desire. The spark of great spirit lives inside you. You are divine, and you are here to steward that amazing energy into the world. Lion Spirit knows that great spirit invested in you so that you might be a channel for spirit's love and generosity. Take pride in your role, seeking to bring an abundance of love into the world. Perhaps you do much good already, but you're feeling unappreciated. wanting to hold back your gifts and hoard them for yourself. Do not hoard your gifts, my pile twos. Maybe you were looking for attention and praise. Maybe you were even being generous with the expectation that you would be entitled to a repayment. Know that the real magic happens when we remember there is always enough and you are always enough. Give freely without agenda or expectation, and let Lion Spirit remind you that in giving you receive. Then you will see that you're appreciated. Stop comparing yourself to others and seeing yourself as less than, for within you is a wellspring of generosity. So yeah, there's this idea of less than, but then there's also this idea of give without the expectation. I mean, for me, like with this channel, it's like I think I've got like 50 subscribers or something. It's like, do it because you love it. And I do. I love being able to help people through this avenue. You know, regardless of whether I have 50 or a million, like it's just, it's a way I feel like I can use my gifts, and Spirit doesn't want me to hide that, you know, and I did for many, many years, you know, being raised in religion. I was way too scared to like be like, hi, I'd like to try and read tarot, because you know, everybody thinks I'm gonna burn in hell. But like for you guys, it's the same though, and it's in its own way. Trusting yourself and not caring whether your song is on the radio, but just singing for the sake of singing, and to trust that, you know, something will come out of it, but it doesn't have to be on our timeline, and there's a reason for everything. And just in creating, just in having the audacity to be seen is such a glorious thing in the world these days. Because so many people are afraid to, because they're not perfect or they're not good enough. So let's see what else we've got here. What a powerful month for you, my pile twos. Mushrooms filming. Yes. Okay. I'm going to quick turn the light on, guys, because it's getting kind of dark in here. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Get some more information for my pile twos. I'm going to take that one. Okay, more information for my pile twos. Guidance. New moon in Gemini. We've got Think It Through. Then we've got new moon in Scorpio. Go deeper. And full moon in Aries. Cool your emotions. Interesting. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have last quarter moon in Leo. Lighten up. So, I'm trying to think of like what these cards were back. Okay. All right. So I'm going to read a couple of these because these are new decks. New moon in Gemini. Think it through. This card is an especially good sign for matters related to a flirtatious situation, anything written, an upset you had, or relationship that feels blocked. Okay, so this says, think it through, new moon in Gemini. A positive outcome lies ahead. However, to take this opportunity from the ethers and make it real, you need a positive mindset. Yes, we have to remember that we can attract and manifest again because we've been in such a slump. On some level, you already know how to get what you want. Use your smarts to think it through. Look for the signposts about what to do next. Ask, what am I expecting? Focus on positive expectations. Expectations attract. If you're having doubts, talk to someone. Make a list of your goals. There's a way through. Use your mind and your words to help others see things your way. Yeah, so, and there's so much not illuminated here. There's so much, like, we're just so desiring that clarity. And Spirit's like, just remember, like, and you guys, like, I've had stuff come out of the woodwork for me. I mean, out of the woodwork. Manifesting and attracting and kind of just being in a space of balance and peace, and then like not having any money, not having any guidance, you know, and then things just kind of dropped into my lap. And I feel like Spirit is really asking you to believe that they've got your back again, and believe that things are possible, to believe in your own power. So trust. New moon in Scorpio, go deeper. You're regaining control of a situation that cut deep. You've moved through your fears and can now see where this issue has come from. Now isn't the time to gloss over the facts. Rather, it's time for you to face your darkest concerns and go deeper. Your situation may need to crumble before it can be renewed. Magic is called for. It's crucial to stay strong now. Sexually, it's time to reach out for true communion with your partner. Financially, this is a blessed time to work with someone on a joint venture. It's time to release a grudge. This card is especially a good sign for matters related to sex, money, or an obsession you've been grappling with. Yeah, I feel like this is about kind of, again, like releasing that past, letting go of the old, letting go of the tears, letting go of the, you know, like really expunging them, like not feel anything, but to really deep dive. Like Scorpios are deep divers. They're not afraid to really know themselves. And then we've got full moon in Aries, cool your emotions. Are you in the middle of an argument, or perhaps in the mood to pick an argument? Surely not. Or are you being overly forward? This is a time of heated emotions and frayed tempers. Anger is better than despair, as Abraham Hicks taught us, because anger spurs us on to do something. But you may get better results if you master your emotions. Certainly avoid stirring the pot, or it could boil over. Cooling your emotions and being the peacemaker means you'll attract a more peaceful outcome. Seek a balance between you, and me. So I feel like this is just kind of like coming from our, you know, as we progress through January, to approach it from a place of compassion and balance and even keeledness, to not let our emotions get the best of us, because when they do, they can keep us really trapped in our minds. And it's hard to move forward. You know, there's like a stagnancy when we're too emotional, because it gets us riled up, and then we don't know what to do, and we want this clarity. So, yeah. And Aries, of course, so passionate, so driven, so ready. And I feel like you guys are just like hungry for it. Spirit just wants you to believe again. But if there's any anger here, definitely a need to like release the anger for sure. Yeah, and then let's lighten up on the bottom of the deck. Like, life doesn't have to be as serious as we make it, you guys. That's for sure. Okay, so what else do I want to do here? Let's get some final guidance, and then we'll get some blessings for you guys. Nope, I'm not gonna. Okay, you're still filming. Sorry, I've been having to check like multiple times just so that sometimes it'll just like crap out in the middle of a reading, and I'm just like, no. Woo. I get more information, guidance, maybe 1 or 2 cards for my pile 2s. Gosh, that's too many. I'm going to take these because they were on the top. Feast of Plenty, choices and their consequences, and crown games, right use of power. Interesting. Like, this is so much fiery energy between the two. This came out in the last pile. So 8s for me like represent like power, our authority, our abundance. And as we create our destiny, and as we create this future, there's something about using our power in a beautiful way. I'm going to revisit this part. Okay, so let's first do, I'm going to read these because these are new decks as well, but I really enjoy this deck. It's called The Shaman's Dream by Colette Baron Reed. So this is about options, choices, and their consequences, and life's blessings. A great feast is laid out before you and requires you to choose what will satisfy your hunger, something new and unconventional, with its potential for bitter or savory qualities, or something you already know you love. You are faced with a plethora of options right now, and while they may seem to be an extraordinary thing, too many choices can throw you off balance. Am I right? You may be worried that once you commit, you won't be able to turn back or refuse to confront the consequences of that decision. The most important thing to realize is that the feast is offering you experience. No amount of overanalyzing or strategizing will help you make the right choice now. Don't debate the right or wrongness. Instead, just choose. And the choosing is the seed of experience, and that is what is necessary now. Sour, bitter, sweet, savory, what matters is relishing the experience until you digest all that your choice is offering you right now. Someone once told me that there's no good and bad, there's no right or wrong, there's just always another choice. And that was so freeing, because even if you move across the country, even if you quit a job, even if you start a new business, a new relationship, whatever, if it doesn't work out, there's always another choice. And I know sometimes it feels like there's so much at stake. Like for me, I'm right now, I'm figuring out my entire life, and I have a daughter to take care of. So it feels like whatever I choose has to be pretty friggin' specific. It has to be last a while, because I can't just, up and move every single place in my, that I want to. At least that's the story I tell myself. So what Spirit is saying here is there's no right or wrong. Just choose. This is like Two of Swords energy in tarot. And it's just kind of like coming to a crossroads. And at this point, it's kind of like shit or get off the pot time. For lack of a better way to say it, if you want clarity, you've done all the thinking, you've done all the over analyzing, just do. For some of you with this 2 here, this could be about partnership, some kind of partnership. It could be romantic, in career, business, but do I come together? Do I, what decision do I make? Don't debate the right or wrongness. Instead, just choose. Okay, I read all that already. Only one warning. Avoid the same choice if it keeps you hungry. If something didn't feel good or does not bring you what it seemingly promised, do not choose that again. The experience will only repeat itself, and you will have more than a bad taste in your mouth. The feast is yours to enjoy. You can always go back for more when you're hungry again, for life's blessings are ever available to you and calling your name. So yeah, when we choose something different. Don't choose the past shit, basically. And then I'll read that one again too, just to quick see what comes out here, because I don't completely remember. There's a game of You want to be on top, the best, the most affected, the most beloved. You may discover that your deep desire to help others is distinguishing the underpinnings of this complex game. Power and all it entails can be both dangerous and productive, destructive and redemptive. Which will it be for you? Can you forgive without condoning and keep your dignity when challenged? Will you be accountable, amenable to change or making amends? Can you let go of your need to rescue others? Lead with humility while letting others discover their way home. Now you're learning that empowerment comes with a price and a sacrifice for sovereignty. This is a time to pick your battles, use strategy, and temper your reactions. You have the power to make a beautiful difference on behalf of others. Can you see power as a currency that you must spend judiciously? True power is stewarded wisely, for it is given from the divine, not from the ego. In all your relations, the greatest beauty is when power is shared. If you are in a high position, it's even more important to be kind and respectful. Ask for guidance. It will come when you choose compassion over your own goals and desires. When you stop caring about who wears the crown, true success and influence appear for you. So for some of you, there's so much fiery energy here, and there's sorry, I'm getting lots of different things. For some of you, this could, there's a lot of leadership in this pile, and what I want to say is you choose, there's a lot of leadership and there's a lot of ambition here. Okay, we are ready to move forward. And Spirit just wants you to decide. But they also want you to decide to, like, there's a few things. Like, one, decide. Like, you have the answers within you. Just decide at this point. I think they're exhausted. I think they're just like, we've given you everything we can give you. Like, there's no more clarity here. You just have to make the leap or don't. Well, whatever you choose, do not choose the same thing, because you will get what you've always gotten. Okay? For some of you, this could be about career path. It could be about relationship. And with this travel card, it could be about potentially like traveling to see somebody, or moving somewhere to see somebody, or moving for a career opportunity. And there's this need to protect ourselves. But know that Spirit is protecting you. Okay, so we don't have to be so completely protective. We want to learn from the past and not create those same mistakes. And as we move forward into this new life, into this new version of ourselves, Spirit really wants us to decide who we're going to be. Are we just going to be like money hungry for, it's this, it's also this card too, because it's in reverse. It's like, are we going to step into our authentic selves, into our own beauty? Are we going to step into this power, into this beautiful individuality and strength, and be this beautiful, humble leader? Or are we going to, stay small and live in fear, or, not be humble? Are we going to lead from a place of, sunglasses on, like, look at me, dude, kind of mentality? And that's our choice in the month of January. And I feel like for some of us, we're just really learning, like, I'm just getting like a sense of like, if we didn't experience, I don't know why I want to say that, but if we didn't experience things in the past that were loving to us, that like there's like between the self-protection energy and this learn from the past, I feel like we are used to protecting ourselves. We are used to being an inauthentic version of ourselves, a small version of ourselves, because we don't have the self-worth, because we've always had to protect, because we've been hurt in the past very, very, very deeply. And I feel like when we do that, we lash out. We like kind of need to like learn a sense of maturity, and to kind of like not take life so seriously. And not take, like, with this Leo energy here, that's like about shining and kind of like being that lion energy, that Jennifer Lopez energy of just like me, like, look, I'm so shiny. But Spirit's like, don't take yourself so seriously. You can have everything you want. You can have your dreams, but it doesn't mean that we have to. We attract who we are, not what we want. So if we are kind of going in, this Jerry Maguire attitude, this Wolf of Wall Street, this high and mighty, Hollywood starlet, we're just going to get that. It's not going to be fulfilling, and it's going to suck balls. So all that to say, let's make sure that as we are progressing forward in the month of January, that we're making choices that really serve us, that really make us feel good, make our hearts feel good, that make us laugh, that allow us like a little bit of, not like, to be able to release the grip of all, that like I just have to protect myself, to kind of like release that worry of self-protection. Pile 2, a really big month. Like, you guys are you have a lot of purpose. And I felt this in the first pile too. So that might resonate for you as well. Oh, I wanted to get a self-care card for the month of January. Still filming. Okay. Whoops. Yeah, like with this 8 here, it's like stepping into a version of our own authority. It's a very abundant number. It's a number about business, manifestation, leadership. And it's like, who do we want to be? Right now you're creating this life. It's a new year. Why do you want what you want? To make your, wow, that's a lot. Well, we'll take them, whatever. Things that will help you for the month of January: movement, dance, yoga, move your body, dream journal, and take a walk. So with this movement card here, I just feel like getting out of your head and into your body, put on some music, dance, be a goofball. You can just like stand and move. Anything that you can do to kind of get out of your headspace. Yoga is great. Yoga is always fantastic. And then we have dream journal. So Spirit is really trying to speak to you through your dreams right now. Are you paying attention to what they are, what they say? Keep a little dream journal right by your bed. So first thing when you wake up in the morning, we always think we're going to remember our dreams and we don't. So if you wake up and you've got something, just write it down, and you'd be surprised how often that when you write down your dreams, you know, you just kind of remember what happens. You kind of remember the blur of it, but like when you write it down, you remember like how you feel, and like more comes to you, and it's like, oh, like actually this happened and I felt this way, and it begins to mean something. So if you're experiencing a lot of dreams, or I just would do this in general, because if you haven't been dreaming, Spirit is going to try and speak to you that way. And then we have take a walk. So just get outside again, like be in nature. Take that time for yourself to reflect, to enjoy the beauty of life, and just be at peace, find balance. Because when we're in Two of Swords energy, like having to make a decision can be very chaotic and very mental energy. Okay, my pile twos. Let's get a self-love card real quick. It's a big month. I feel like you know what you need to do. I feel like you have so much energy within you right now, and if you just channel it in a beautiful way, holy crap, I feel like anything is possible. But I don't feel like you trust yourself. I feel like you trust your past version of you more than you trust who you truly, truly are, which is interesting. Like, I feel like you're so, like, I don't want to say programmed, but I feel like you're almost so programmed from the past and like the self-protection that you're almost like operating from a robotic standpoint, and Spirit instead like really wants you to like get in touch with your emotions and get in touch with who you are and make decisions from a heartful place rather than from your head or from the past hurt. We have, if I follow my inner wisdom, I am at peace with my own being. I completely trust the intelligence within me to guide me to the right path. The universe supports me in every positive way. So you guys know, okay, you're getting clarity in the month of January because you've already got clarity. Spirit just wants you to have the audacity and the confidence to trust it, to trust yourself. Whew. And then one last little nugget for my pile twos. You guys, you've got this. It's like, you have so much purpose. You have so much power. So like, this is a pile of possibility. Number two, pile two is my possibility pile. You guys can do anything. You really, really can. And you just need to know that and stop operating from an old place. I see the gateway is open and the pathway is clear. My journey begins. Boom. Yeah. This is the time. This is the moment. Yeah, begin it. Step out. Make the steps. Make the choices. Do the thing, you guys. You have the inner wisdom within you, the clarity. What did this say again? This is a crystal that gives you wisdom and clarity and common sense. It helps you manifest your full potential. It helps you shine no matter the circumstances. And a stone of strength and protection to the user. So, very interesting. Okay, my pile twos, I'm just wishing you, if you've watching this before Christmas, wishing you the happiest of holidays, beautiful new year. If this video resonated for you, please like it, please share and subscribe. I'm so, so grateful and honored that I get to be your reader. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the little bell button so that you know when my next video comes out. And yeah, you guys, I will see you in my next video. Grab January by the balls and just get to it. All right, bye my pile twos. Hi, my pile number threes. If you chose this pretty Spessartine Garnet, this is your reading for the month of January. So here's the scoop, you guys. January is turning out to be a huge transitional month for a lot of us. It's almost like Spirit is saying, like, we need 100% compliance. Like, you know what to do. You know what you need to be. We are moving forward. Hop on the bandwagon because things are changing. So I'm really intrigued to see what comes out for you guys. What we are going to do, let me quick tell you about Spessartine. So this is kind of like a cheerleader stone. It's all for creativity, sexuality, attraction. Let's see, I got my little notes here. It helps us take actions toward our dreams, visions, and goals. So it's kind of like an action stone for creative people, which is great because a lot of creatives get stuck in their creativity. So what we're going to do is I'm going to shuffle, get some oracle cards, 3 oracle cards as main themes for the month that will affect you in the month of January. And we will see what comes out, and then we will go into tarot for some more to get a little bit deeper. Okie doke. So, all right, pile threes, let's do this. Spirit guides, ancient ancestors, angels, please help me channel this message for my pile threes. What do we have going on in the month of January for my pile threes? Passion, love that. How funny. Passion to come out with a Spessartine. I think it's perfect. Animals, interesting. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you've got 4. Interesting. Okay, so we've got passion, we've got animals, we've got transformation, and travel. I am not surprised by this transformation card because that kind of seems like what we're all kind of going through. Animals for me usually is about either we're working with animals or we want to work with animals, but mostly usually it has to do with spirit animals coming into our lives to communicate with us. Doesn't necessarily have to be an actual real live animal. It can just be like an animal that continues to cross your path over and over again. Maybe like on a birthday card or a poster outside or, on a truck. And you're just like, oh, I keep seeing doves everywhere. Like, what do doves mean? So yeah, but we also got passion, travel here. Travel can be traveling abroad. It can be traveling within the United States. It can be physically moving from one location to another, traveling within ourselves. And then passion, of course, beautiful fiery energy. So typically when 3 come out, I'll do like a spread for each one because there's 4. I think I'm just going to go straight to tarot and see what's going on here. You might also just be an animal lover if the animal card comes out. All right. Let's see my creative pile threes. Okay, for pile 3, spirits. What is going on for my pile threes? How funny. The death card is always like a transformation card, so the fact that it's already come out is interesting. Wow, there's also lots of choices that like are happening as well. Interesting, interesting. I'm just going to move these up, make sure you guys can see them. All right. So this could be a person in your life or a situation in your life. There's something that I'm filming. I just want to make sure I'm still filming. Sorry, I'm going to move that a little bit just to make sure I know what's going on. Okay. So there's either a person or a situation in our life that is causing us to be really emotional. I almost feel like this is a person we're saying goodbye to, because like the death card is kind of like stomping this way. And there's some kind of choice that we have to make, some stagnation that we are experiencing right now. There's definitely some stagnation. Interesting. I want to say there's something we're not being honest with ourselves about. I feel like we're not speaking from our heart right now. Like there's some truth on our heart that we are not speaking. Because with this King of Cups energy, and you guys, it doesn't matter male or female, it's just a feminine energy or a masculine energy. We have both within us at all times. The King of Cups is a person that is emotionally sound, is very, very much in touch with their emotions, can cry, but also, just not overly emotional, artistic, very humane, creative. It's water energy, like Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, is Cups energy. It's kind of like flow. King of Cups is a master of his emotions. He's someone that can flow. And when that's turned upside down, it's kind of like this overly emotional energy, can be a little bit reckless in regard to how they approach life, and or just like an inability to communicate our feelings. Not just like speak the words, but like to speak how we truly feel. And with this death card here, I feel like that is an ending, and Spirit's kind of like I feel like Spirit's like, that time's over. Death card. And the death card isn't like a scary card, you guys. Nobody's gonna die. It symbolizes ending. So I feel like Spirit is giving you the opportunity to make a choice here. And you feel inspired to take action on something. This Page of Wands, there's definitely passion. I mean, wands represent passion. Wands represent, energetic charisma, fiery, passionate something here. So I feel like the passion is there, but we're, with this four of Pentacles here, it's like a need for security. We are clinging to this idea that we need to be perfect for something to begin, almost, is what I'm getting. Because we've also got this 8 of Pentacles reversed. So this is like a card of building. This is someone that is, a master of their craft. They're building, creating their fortune, creating their legacy. They just keep plugging away. And with this reversed and this tight grip, this 4 of Pentacles, can symbolize a need for like financial security, need to be in control. Okay, there's something we are trying to control the hell out of. Can you see that okay? Sorry, guys. I don't know if you're gonna, I need to get like a higher up stand or something. Yeah, there's something in our life we're trying to control. And rather than be emotional about it or take action on it, we are kind of stuck in this stagnation, stuck in this limbo. And we are really passionate about it. And with this, with the 7 of Swords, when it's this is like a card of betrayal, deceit, deception, cheating, lying, something like that. When it's reversed, to me, it's like a self-deception. It's like almost wearing a self-mask. It's almost like we can't come to terms with reality, almost. This is really interesting. Stay with me. Okay, this isn't like, I feel like I'm beating you up right now, and this isn't like to beat you up at all. We're gonna get to the bottom of this, because really it's just fear. If we can't communicate our feelings, like why? Because we're afraid we're gonna get hurt, because we're afraid we're gonna get rejected, because we're afraid someone will say that we're too sensitive or overly emotional or whatever. But we've also got this high priestess. So it's like we want to take action because we're passionate about something, but with the high priestess reversed and this page of cups, where like pages represent like an opportunity, something, like an opportunity. Like with a page of cups, this would be like an opportunity coming out of nowhere, like with this fish, just like, I'm a fish in a cup. So this is someone that wants to offer love, wants to offer something, an opportunity, some kind of something here. I'm kind of feeling like it's love. We'll see. But it's reversed. So I feel like there's an inability to do so. And the high priestess, she is, highly intuitive, very, very, very psychic, just, a priestess of spirituality, very balanced, and just, both of these are reversed. So I feel like there's something going on here where we are afraid to speak about our feelings. We're not afraid to act passionately, but we're afraid to get in touch with our feelings, which is interesting. And there's definitely a need to control. Wow. Okay. Spirit, anything else here? Yeah, Ace of Swords is a breakthrough in regard to action. Okay, so I definitely feel like this is, we're afraid to speak our feelings about a relationship or about a person of interest. Maybe we're traveling to go see that person. Or, this could be like a marriage or something where we are afraid to, say how we're feeling after all that time. So we've got, this Ace of Swords is a new breakthrough in regard to ideas, action, or truth. And this Knight of Cups here, Knight of Cups is usually, interesting. Okay. Knight of Cups is usually, upright. He's the most romantic dude in the deck. He's just, super romantic, very emotional, but grounded. Like you can see, he's not swooping in. He's on a horse he's kind of like slowly progressing, but, not super speedy, but just like balanced, and like has a cup to offer to somebody. And he's reversed, so he's not able to do that. And I feel like it's because there's a situation where we have felt left out in the cold. We felt abandoned. We're afraid of being abandoned, rejected, left out in the cold, which is why we are not communicating despite all of this passion here. Eight of Wands is a card of communication. It's a card of things happening quickly. It's a card of travel. So there's like an inability to do that, which is really fascinating. So we've got this passion here. Really intrigued as to why animals are here. Maybe you have a cat or a dog or a llama, and you need to curl up with them and just kind of get love, from them. Maybe there are messages that I'm not being called to like any specific animal right now, but we've got the animal deck we'll do in a little bit. But you may have been seeing, like a recurring animal or something. And I would definitely look up the spiritual meaning of that animal, because Spirit might, for the month of January, be trying to communicate to you through the animal kingdom. So if you like see raccoons constantly or swans constantly, or like, what does that mean to you? Look it up. And we got this transformation. So I feel like there's a transformation that's supposed to occur. Usually when the death card is here, there's an ending and there's a beginning. So in the month of January, again, like with everybody, I feel like there's this transition from like a choice. We had choices in the last pile as well. I feel like it's a really pivotal month where Spirit's like, I'm not fucking around. But I feel like there's such a fear of being hurt, and we're not trusting our intuition, that we just want to control it because that's so much easier and it's so much more painful. And at the bottom of the deck, it's really, really interesting because we have the Two of Cups here. And this is kind of like, I keep this in the deck and it comes out a lot, surprisingly. This is just kind of like the instruction manual, of the deck. It's not a real card. It's like a fake Two of Cups. It's a fake soulmate card. And it's reversed. So I feel like you're so afraid that what feels so real is going to be fake. And there's such an imbalance. Yeah, we've got this Queen of Cups energy. I feel like this is someone that is super nurturing, maternal. This is like divine feminine energy. Someone that can flow perfectly with this King of Cups energy. But instead of going after what we want, we're longing. We're longing at what we wish we had. We're just kind of staring at it and not creating anything. Or we're just wishing for more money. It's really interesting in the past couple of piles. It was, January is also kind of the month of self-worth and transformation in that regard, believing that we are deserving, believing that we are divine, that we are connected with Source so we can create any life that we want. And this dude is kind of just like looking at his pentacles like, gosh, I wish I had more pentacles. Gosh, I wish I, could get in touch with my feelings. Gosh, I would, like, he's not, for me, this card is just kind of like longing without action, which is creating a bunch of stagnation. And this might, be because, we've got this Four of Wands reversed. Four of Wands is a beautiful celebratory card. It's like a wedding card, and it's reversed. So I feel like maybe you might be coming out of a divorce, or maybe you've been, just incredibly hurt in a relationship in the past, that it's hard to trust your emotions. It's hard to trust someone that is in touch with their emotions. And there's just such a lack of balance right now. For those of you that are in a relationship, it's just going to be about saying goodbye to what no longer serves you and making the choice to move toward what you're passionate about. Or it might be about reigniting passion in your relationship. Being honest about some things that have occurred. But I feel like regardless, I feel like there's something, and even if you're not in a relationship whatsoever, there's no person, you're just a singleton. I feel like we are deciding, I feel like there's some self-deception about what would truly make us happy and following our passion. But there's like such a need to control that we aren't able to trust our intuition and trust the guidance that we've been given. And we're kind of like lying to ourselves about what would truly make us happy. Interesting. Let me find out why the animals are here. Why are animals here? Whoa. Animals. Yeah, I feel like they're going to give you comfort right now. I feel like they are, when you're feeling down and out and alone and crying over the past and how do I fix this? How do I, move forward, feel good? I feel like they're just going to offer you a lot of comfort. And I definitely feel like Spirit's trying to communicate with you here. With the animal kingdom. So Yeah, like, and we got Judgment reversed, which is all about spiritual awakening. It's all about up leveling, ending things that no longer serve us to kind of rise into something beautiful. And High Priestess here reversed. Like, there's definitely intuition that we are not listening to right now. And I don't mean to beat you guys up whatsoever. This is just a stamp on your current energy. Okay, so I feel like the month of January, we are transforming that. We are kind of getting out of that stagnation. But let's see. Let's see what else comes out here. From my pile threes. Make sure I'm still filming. Hope I have enough room on my phone. Okay. Spirit, pile number 3. What other guidance? What other clarity? Pile number 3. Porcupine Spirit, time for beginner mind. Fox Spirit, think on your feet reversed. Scarab Beetle Spirit, magic works through you. And Flamingo Spirit, embrace the in-between. Okay, I'm going to read some of these, actually. Porcupine Spirit. When Porcupine Spirit calls your name, you're being asked to adopt a beginner's mind and to approach situations with innocence and curiosity. The old confining stories no longer have a hold on you. Life is full of surprises hiding in plain sight. Looking at the world afresh with new eyes can help you find what you have been seeking, whether it is a relationship, an opportunity, or evidence that you have all you need right now to co-create what you desire. Who knew? Porcupine asks you to be playful and have a childlike curiosity. There's so much waiting for you that you have yet to discover. So with all that we talked about, I feel like this is like kind of just starting fresh and seeing like yourself from a new perspective. Like, holy shit, I've got a blue face. Who knew? Like, you get to be whatever you want. And I feel like Spirit's just like, be curious rather than controlling. Like, be kind of playful about all that's going on rather than in so much fear is what I want to say. And then we've got Fox Spirit. Are you camouflaging yourself to avoid intimacy? Oh, you guys, bless your little hearts. Okay. Sorry, just how it all connects sometimes. It still blows me away. Are you camouflaging yourself to avoid intimacy? Perhaps you're being too clever for your own good and playing games to protect yourself. Being honest with yourself or others can become isolating and create obstacles to true connection. Fox Spirit calls you to be attuned to what is happening within you and around you so that your quick thinking and creativity can lead you to better relationships and situations. You are called to use your Fox Spirit beneficially rather than in ways that keep you from experiencing what you want. Or perhaps right now you are realizing that a situation is trickier than it appears on the surface and you're afraid to make a move in case it turns out to be a mistake. Fox Spirit is here to remind you that when you're in alignment with the Great Spirit, the answers and solutions can come quickly and you can trust them. Don't overthink a situation in order to avoid the challenge of facing a difficult truth. Fox Spirit's creative nature will always be there to guide you and help you move quickly into better circumstances. This came out in the last pile too, where it was like, whatever choice there is to make, choose what is different than what you've always done. Like, January is super duper a month for new beginnings. And if we continue to make choices based on an old version of ourselves, we will get what we've always gotten. And I don't know about you guys, but I am super, super over all that I've gotten. So it's like time to change it up, time to change that narrative. So interesting. Then we have Scarab Beetle Spirit. Magic works through you. In ancient Egypt, the scarab beetle was revered, for the creative magic of scarab beetle reminds us that we can bring forth something extraordinary seemingly out of thin air. Whenever you let your creativity flow through you, Scarab Beetle Spirit reminds you that Spirit has given you the gift of infinite potential. You have an ally as you fashion something new or repurpose the old, for Spirit co-creates with you, channeling energy through you so that you feel replenished and vitalized as you make magic with what is at hand. Now is the time for great optimism, for you can accomplish anything you desire, and your creative endeavors will come to fruition. Miracles, opportunities, abundance, and love will appear seemingly out of nowhere as you allow Spirit to work through you and magically manifest what you need. This is like a manifestation card, like a law of attraction card. When we trust our intuition, it is amazing, amazing how quickly things can just drop in your lap. But it requires balance. It requires us being at peace, letting go of expectations and fear, and just kind of like going with the flow of life and being like, Spirit, take the wheel. Being in the car. But yeah, like they really want you to do it differently because there's so many blessings and miracles to come. And this is like red and green. It reminds me of Christmas. So maybe, you know, Christmas is next weekend. 1 week. Excuse me. So, you know, maybe something needs to happen at Christmas for you. I don't know. Or Christmas might be significant to you in some way. Christmas might mean something to you. Doesn't it, to like almost everybody, people that celebrate Christmas? Okay, so Flamingo Spirit, embrace the in-between. Balance comes easily to Flamingo Spirit, who sees what was and what will be and stands strong in the face of uncertainty. You can be informed by what, you know, I don't need to read this one. This one is just about the in-between. It's about the transition from one to another, from A to B. It's A and a half, and kind of like not controlling it, just kind of embracing it and flowing with it and going with the flow. And it's kind of like that idea of this card of like being curious throughout, you know, the flow of life. And for me, there's also something here in this card about your uniqueness. I mean, all these creatures are pretty unique. But I feel like this is a very creative pile. Not necessarily like artistic creative, but I feel like it's a very ideas-y creative. And flamingos, you know, they like to hide their heads in the sand. No, is that ostrich? Flamingo? Not flamingos. I don't know. Well, it's coming to mind, so I'm saying it. They might be an animal that likes to hide their head in the sand. So we don't want to hide. We want to show up to our life. How do we want our life to go? And so anyway, regardless, while we are transitioning from one point to another on this journey, embrace the journey. It's not just about the destination, and trust that Spirit's got your back. I know that's easier said than done, but what's on the back of that deck? Sandpiper, be playful. This is, yeah, there was last pile too. I feel like all the piles are kind of similar in their own way. Sometimes they do that, sometimes they don't, but be playful about things. Be curious about things. I feel like there's a lot of, you know, when it comes to like being, like having to make decisions and not being able to move forward and being in stagnation, not listening to our intuition, we get into a place of fear, of control, and we forget to laugh. We forget to have fun. We forget that life, you know, we're probably overthinking things. Life isn't as difficult as we oftentimes make it. So Spirit, is there any more guidance or clarity on, for my pile 3, the month of January? Trust the universe. For some of you, it might feel good to dance under the full moon. But yeah, when not everything is illuminated, like that's life. That's life, is just kind of putting yourself out there and seeing what you get. It requires vulnerability. And in order to get those deep, like intimate connections, like, wow. It requires, you know, significant vulnerability, and that's so scary. You might be an Aquarius. Your person might be an Aquarius, or have, you know, Aquarian aspects in your chart. Take a reality check. Full moon in Capricorn. I'm going to read that one for short. I feel like this is about, like, what are the real facts? Like, are we making mountains out of molehills? Like, what are the real facts on paper? Like, what is real and what is fear? Spirit, can I get one more pile threes? You know, I feel like I'm going to take all of these, strangely. Full moon in Leo, go wild. I love that. It's kind of that playful energy, like, and there's something for sure about your uniqueness. Like embracing who you are, embracing, like, showing up here to your life like this lion of the jungle, this, or lion of the savannas or whatever. Leos don't mind being in the spotlight. They love to shine. But how, I mean, if you're a group that likes being in the spotlight or likes success, likes, you know, how have we been doing it? Because this might be a time to, like, really embrace your uniqueness. And to trust, you know, that people will want to follow, people will want you to be, you know, this person. Not everybody, of course, because that's the way life goes, but for you to not give a rip, you know, about what people think. Take a breather, last quarter moon in Cancer, and reflect on your priorities. Last quarter moon in Aquarius. We've got 2 Aquarius cards here. And then take a breather, last moon in Cancer. So I feel like this situation is probably really overwhelming for you. So make sure you're taking time out to replenish with all this water energy here. I really feel like, you know, you could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Actually, it doesn't matter. You've got, like, a lot of stuff across the board. But when you start feeling overwhelmed, it might be great to be in water or take a shower, and imagine, like, the shower turning into light or being light, and just kind of, like, immersing yourself under this light of water, or, like, going for a swim or going out into the ocean, or, like, sitting by the ocean and reflecting on things will probably be really helpful to you right now. Any kind of nature is great, but I feel like significantly water is a thing. And, like, moon, I'm getting, like, strong moon energy, like talking to the moon, dancing under the moon, just kind of being in relationship with the moon. I feel like you'll be able to hear your intuition more. Like, talk to the moon like you would your guides or your angels or God, or, you know, like, whatever it is for you. Something about, yeah, dancing. And reflect on your priorities. Like, where are we giving our attention? Aquarius are also not afraid to stand out. Their uniqueness, their weirdness, they find great value in people that are weird, that are a little bit off the beaten path. But yeah, what is the most important thing to you in your life? You know, is it money? We had, you know, some Pentacles energy show up earlier. It's like, I feel like we're better at being grounded and materialistic than we are about getting in touch with our emotions and our, you know, intimacy and vulnerability. And it's January and it's a new year, so let's do it different. Yee-hoo. I just wrote that. So yeah, okay, let's see. Let's get some guidance for you guys. Actually, I didn't do this with the other piles, but Spirit, is there anything else more to the story? Pile 3. Is anything else you want to say to pile 3? Okay. So we've got devil energy coming out, which is funny. I just put it on the Capricorn pile. Capricorn is rules the devil card in traditional tarot. So there's something like this is really like there's a stagnation, this decision, this choice. There's something we're really obsessing over, is how I'm feeling about it. There might be some addictions as well when the devil energy comes out. There may have been some real lying or cheating from you or from somebody else. Maybe that's why we're afraid of, being hurt. But when this is a pretty big, it's our major arcana. So we're real obsessed about something. It's hard to kind of step away from it because it's so ingrained in us, I feel like. And with the sacrifice card, this is the Hanged Man in traditional tarot. So it's about seeing things from a different perspective. And we've got this passion ignited. So, there was the Page of Wands earlier. Like we're okay with our passion. I feel like it's almost, for some of us, this could be like sexual addiction. Like we're okay with sexuality, like passion in that regard. Like, especially if we have fear of intimacy or vulnerability or afraid to speak our emotions, it's easy to kind of speak from other places, but it's not emotionally fulfilling to us. So I feel like this is about being like, just like with this passion ignited, this is Ace of Wands energy. And this is a card of, new breakthroughs in regard to our passion. And I feel like Spirit is saying like, ignite your heart rather than other places. This is for some of you. But that, like this solar plexus chakra energy, this heart chakra energy, like be passionate with your heart, be passionate with your emotions, not just with, the more superficial. What else, Spirit? Because this has gotten interesting. Anything else for pile 3? Emotional withdrawal, mental conflict. Yeah, it's like this inability to make a decision. There's no reversals in this deck, by the way. So that's why I'm turning them over. Yeah, again, just this idea of like taking a time out, taking a breather, being around water. Emotional withdrawal. It's not like a negative withdrawal. It's like for the sake of our own sanity, for the sake of clarity, for the sake of our own intuition, to step into a place of personal power, our authority, to be our own selves, to decide from a place that is true, that is real. It would be great to kind of like get away. I don't know, maybe take like a weekend, maybe like travel, get away for a weekend, clear your mind. There's nothing more exciting to me than a weekend away. Also because I have a kid, but yeah, to just kind of be in quiet and be someplace beautiful and to just kind of like rest your mind. Because, this Two of Swords energy is coming out twice. This need to make a decision and kind of being in a headspace about it. And I feel like for some of us, I feel like we're angry too a little bit about something. So there could be either some hurt feelings here. Maybe we're having with this blue, maybe we're having difficulty speaking our truth or expressing ourselves. And it's kind of creating like almost, and I don't typically pay attention to the redness of this card, but I feel like there's some anger, that there's some, it might be affecting our health. Yeah. It's a pretty intense, like there hasn't been a lot of swords that have come out, which represent like thinking and knowledge. Oops. Sorry guys, a little thing just fell. Apologize. Make sure we're still going, and we are. Okay, good. Ugh, I need a new setup. One day. So I feel like we want to reach out and we want to speak like from our emotions, but we're kind of angry about something, and I feel like there's some ego here too. Like, Usually, you know, if we're angry, if we're like, I feel like I'm getting like a defensive, like his face, it feels very defensive to me. So someone may have hurt your ego, or may have, you know, you may have been bruised, or, you know, I don't know, take that how that resonates. And then we have strength on the bottom of the deck. You got this, boo. We got Seven of Swords energy again. Deception and envy, like we're lying about something to ourselves, is wearing a false mask. Choose wisely, more decisions, trust your intuition with the 7. This is always about a relationship to me, because we've got the 2 birds. This is the Sun card, beautiful, hope, loving, wonderful energy, fast-moving chariot, success, fast-moving, driven, determination, and balance. Like, create that balance. Be patient, have balance. Heart chakra, destiny, wheel of fortune card. Okay, so what I feel like, whatever you're worried about, or this decision that you have to make, as long as you make it from your heart, as long as you make it from a place of being a new you rather than an old you, you're gonna be okay. Like, there's like, Spirit's like, remember your strength. Remember, oh, this is like the 2nd time we got a lion, right? You guys, you're so freaking powerful. Powerful animals. You're a lion. Look up the spiritual meaning of lion. Okay, Spirit wants you to know that you've got that energy in you. Okay, you're not someone to be messed with. Like, you get to be, like, I feel like you get, like, January is a month of you deciding your own purpose, your own emotional fulfillment, your authentic self, your own, I don't just want to use the word authentic, because I feel like that word just gets thrown around, but the you've always wanted to be. Like, you get to have that, and that's how you need to show up. That's how Spirit wants you to show up, as the person that you want to be, you know, creating the life that you want. And who do you want to be? You know, is it for good reason? Is it like, what is the truest version of yourself? Not the version that you tell yourself. Okay, what blessings are coming in for my pile 3s? Because I feel like I've beaten you up considerably. It's okay, pile 3s. Look at all these blessings. Here's the thing, you guys. Also, this is just a stamp on your current energy. So at any point, you can change this energy up. But I feel like January is a pretty like big month for you in regard to your spiritual growth and your own purpose and growth. Okay, blessings coming in. Beauty. Learning to see your self-worth. Trusting your intuition. Passage and transcending. Passage is about moving from one, like A to B. It's about, I also feel like it's kind of like a rite of passage, like growing into ourselves, growing into a new version of ourselves, creating our own, you know, personal security by being the truest version of ourselves. Like with this red, it's very passionate and very root chakra energy to me, which is all about your safety, your security, your survival, vitality, stability. And you're transforming, you're going through this passage, you're in the in-between. And this is a blessing. It might not feel that way, but ultimately it is, because you're learning and you're growing in the month of January. And then transcending. I want to read transcending because it's such like a magical word that it's kind of like hard to put into words. You're on a pilgrimage of the soul. It's time to transcend the weight of earthly burdens. Fly over situations that have been pulling you down. Don't involve yourself with the drama of others. When you remember that you have come from spirit and our eternal, challenging situations will resolve. A profound transformation is at hand. Beautiful. And with this 2 plus, you know, it's 28, so 2 plus 8 equals 10. So there's definitely like this ending. You know, 10 is like the end of a cycle. It's the diggity doneness of a cycle. But 1 plus 0 equals 1. So it's like the end of a cycle, but we're moving into this, you know, one energy. I love when they like line up just like that. It's just, oh, I love it. We're stepping into a version of ourselves that is powerful, that is full of authority. We are where we trust ourselves in business. We have independence. It's like a pioneering, or like an individuality, like a pioneering energy. And these are blessings for you. Like, I love this glow up. Like, you are glowing up, you are changing, but it is your choice. It is absolutely your choice. Are you going to be a lion or a llama? Choose wisely. Let's get a self-care card for the month of January. For my powerful pile threes. So when you're feeling down, the Spessartine Garnet, I think I said this was like the cheerleader. Yeah. Creativity, sexuality, attraction, takes action toward our dreams, visions, and goals. But with everything we've been talking about, I don't feel like this is about money. I feel like this is about our emotions and our relationships, and I mean, definitely money, but I feel like this isn't, like, with all the Capricorn energy that came out of here, I don't feel like this is a pile that is afraid or like doesn't know how to work toward their money. I don't feel like that's the thing here. What I feel like is interesting. Huh. Well, okay, so self-care for the month of January. We've got intuition and we've got sex. So this passion energy, passion igniting, and like I think I said before, like sometimes it's easier for you to, for some of you to kind of go this route rather than a more emotional or intimate route. So I'm intrigued that this is the guidance you're being getting. Oh my gosh, guidance you're being given. So I'm actually going to read this, but I mean, it's kind of pretty self-explanatory. You might also want to look up the number 44. That might have significance to you, but I'm curious about this card coming out. The mantra is, I am experiencing the cosmic orgasm. I love it. Okay, there is a deep well of joy, bliss, and healing available to us through sex when it is treated as a sacred experience of divine union. To achieve the deepest states of pleasure and connection, we must have an open heart and body, trust, and be able to hold the frequency of pure presence. Tune into your body's innate wisdom to uncover what kind of sexual experiences or lover you would like to call in. Through this reflection, acknowledge your sexual history and be honest with yourself about any limiting beliefs, blocks, or trauma you need to work through. Okay, here we go. If there's a lot to unpack here, you may need to seek the support of a professional. So I feel like this isn't like, oh, hey, go out and have a bunch of sex. I feel like this is, I mean, do what you want to do. Like, I'm not judging nothing. But I feel like this, like, who do you want to be having sex with? Acknowledging your sexual history and being honest about yourself and any limiting beliefs. Are you someone that can fuck around but like can't have the intimacy with it? Like, imagine sex with intimacy. Like, imagine what that could be. As you grow comfortable exploring your own body and your lover's body, as well as expressing your unique essence, desires, and emotions, you will find additional layers of pleasure. Sex is one of the most incredible ways to cultivate your potent life force energy, also known as Kundalini or Shakti, which you can channel into all areas of your life. The journal prompt is, what kind of sexual experience would you like to call into your life? Interesting. So I don't mean to like, you want to have sex? Boo, bad for you. No, sex is awesome. Sex is the best. Go have all the sex. But I feel like Spirit's saying, like, it can be so much more than what you think it is. So what kind of sexual spirit experience would you like to call into your life? What have you not, and this isn't just like, what have you not done yet? Like, oh, I haven't had sex in a bathtub full of barbecue sauce. Oh my God, this is going to be like 18 plus. Thank God I'm not like monetized yet, because they'd probably just take down all my videos. But yeah, like from an intimate point of view. Okay, so I'll just take that out. It resonates. And then we've got intuition. I'll read this one too, because after all the sex talk, intuition deserves its own thing. So the mantra here is, I listen to my intuition as it leads me on my highest path. Intuition is the insight that comes before thought and without thinking. It is an innate knowledge of what is in alignment with our highest good. It is the energy of the universe that directs us on our life path. I'm just going to make sure I'm still filming. Nudging us toward the choices that will fuel our growth. Intuition resides within the heart and goes beyond logic or reason. Its messages are shared without judgment or a need to be defined. Reinforce intuition's essential role in maintaining your well-being and connection to the spiritual realm by listening to it and acting upon it regularly. Keep track of when you receive an intuitive message and how often it turns out to be right, either by making a mental note or writing it down. As you notice the trend of your intuition as a guiding force, you'll come to trust it more and more. Here's your journal prompt. Recall a time when you intuitively knew something was a bad idea, but ignored your intuition. How can you learn from this experience? So you guys, with the High Priestess reverse, you know, highly, highly, highly intuitive, Spirit really wants you to connect with your intuition in the month of January. Okay. Let's get How to Love Yourself card. And then, what did I do? Oh, I don't think I did. I didn't. Okay, sorry. Let's get guidance. Oh, I did the other deck. I'll just get one card from here. Want to make sure you get your money's worth. Okay, Spirit, can I just get like one guidance card? Just because I love this deck and I'm really trying to learn it, and I just love the messages in it. Okay. Beloved, radical acceptance. Oh, speaking of relationships, Jiminy Christmas. Spirit, doing it again. Spot on. With this 2 here, partnerships, relationships, beloved, radical acceptance. This is the object of affection, radical acceptance, loving what is. So when the beloved appears, it requires 100% of your heart, body, and soul. Don't try to squeeze the beloved into your schedule. Drop the busyness and receive the one you have been waiting for. Know that this card comes as a mirror to show you the divine within and invite your radical acceptance of everything you consider beautiful or ugly in your being. Beauty, your self-worth. The beloved may not be a person at all. It might be a business venture, a project, or an adventure calling for your full attention. Love it. Let it light you up and give it your all. Surrender to this truth and know that you are gaining a passport to bliss, even when it feels that you are being consumed by the fire of the beloved. Do not hold back or be afraid, for you will emerge transformed. Again, that transformation. Surrender is the key. Allow yourself to be loved. Usher the harsh critic out the door and shut your eyes and ears to the judgment of others who have not been ignited by the divine blaze consuming you. Oh my gosh. Passion ignites the divine blaze that is consuming you. Look at this heart energy. Your heart is on fire, you guys. Passion, passion, passion. Holy cow, your heart is on fire. What is going on? Pile 3. What's going on? God, so much passion, so much like heart. Like I feel like it just has ignited. Where was I? For they will only attempt to, okay. Usher the harsh critic out the door, blah, 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 blah. Any judgment of others who have not been ignited by the divine blaze consuming you, for they will only attempt to douse your fire and leave you choking on the smoke. So who is telling you not to follow your heart? Who are the bad friends? Who are the people that are like, you're trying to change, I don't like it, stop what you're doing, because I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you used to. Okay, be careful you are not seduced by false promises or falling prey to your extraordinary ability to sabotage your dreams and desires. Sink with and sink into your heart and trust your sense of what is true, and you will know what to do. The true beloved is never false. Every gift proffered is valuable. Recognize the many faces of the beloved and welcome them into your heart. You'll be so glad you did. So this is just about like trusting trusting, like radical acceptance of how you feel about something or the situation. I mean, to me, this is definitely like about a relationship, but it's also about it's not about a relationship. It's about you believing that you are worthy, you believing that you letting go of an old version of yourself to step into like what you absolutely know to be true. It's like we've got this 1, 2, 1 and 2. It's like the passion ignited, and now it's like the acceptance of it. Okay. All right. How to love yourself card. Oh my gosh. These readings. You guys, please join me over on Instagram as I'm shuffling. I mean, not right now as I'm shuffling, but over on Carnelian Spirituality and Tarot. I know it's a mouthful. Over on Instagram, I do daily readings over there and like post some quotes, and sometimes I'll post some like ritual stuff. So it's fun over there. I'd love to have you over there as part of the fam. I trust myself in the process of life. Yes, you lion. I trust myself in the process of life. The moment I am willing to change, it is amazing how the universe brings me what I need. Ain't that the truth? More often than not, when we step out in faith, you know, it's like that movie, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. It's like he had to step out into like the great ravine. Is that the word I'm thinking of? Out like a giant hole. There was no bridge, and he had to step out, and he had to step out in faith, and you know the bridge showed. So I feel like it's about stepping, you know, off the cliff, and then you know having spirit, you know, you don't die. Okay, step out in faith, and you'll make it. Okay, they will rise to the occasion. The quote: "At the moment of commitment, the universe conspires to assist you." It's by Goethe. The moment of commitment, at the moment of commitment, the universe conspires to assist you. Which I believe is, yeah. That's this. Commit to the beloved, commit to whatever this person, situation, relationship, career, version of yourself, more than anything, version of yourself that you want to be. Okay? Version of yourself that you want to be, commit to it. I am good enough. Spirit, bring in the zingers. That beauty card, the self-worth card, this, you know, solar plexus chakra energy, the heart energy. There's no need to struggle to be better. All I need to do is love myself more today than yesterday and treat myself as someone who is deeply loved. Again, like how have we shown up to relationships in the past? How have we shown up in the world in the past? Have we shown up from broken versions of ourselves, you know, trying to be somebody that we're not, trying to be, you know, a person that isn't affected by our emotions or the world around us? You know, are we showing up in an authentic way? Or are we showing up in a way that's like, I'm just going to be me. Like I'm fragile and I'm flawed, and kind of learning to accept that. And it's when we accept it all that we become that badass lion energy. But we have to embrace who we truly are to be able to have that strength. It's the relationship with ourselves, the knowledge of ourselves, and learning to work with that shadow, and realizing that like the shadow aspects of ourselves are just part of us. It's not good or bad. It's just like, it's all part of us, not giving any fucks what anybody thinks, and just kind of living your life the way that you want to live it. Last thing, little nugget for my pile threes. I gather more wisdom each day. Beautiful. I enjoy the serendipity of life. The unexpected can be wonderful. So this might be a pile that clings to, yeah, it's like that control, right? The Four of Pentacles earlier, the need to control. Guess what? The unexpected can be super fun. I know that probably makes you want to like pee your pants, but it can be super, super fun. And this blue moon, like once in a blue moon, like once in a blue moon energy. Take that how it resonates. Okay. I think I got all the cards. I think I did the things. We are still filming. Thank you, God. All right. Oh, that's so long. Shoot. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope your January is freaking amazing. I hope you guys show up for yourselves, not for anybody else, not for, money, riches, fame, glory, like whatever. I just hope you show up so that you will live a fulfilled life and feel so good about all that you've created and about who you are, because that's what truly matters. You guys, if this video resonated, please like it, please share and subscribe. Come over to Instagram, say hi over there, and don't forget to hit the bell button so that you know when my next video drops, and I will see you all next time, okay? Oh, and to anybody watching this before Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays for anybody that celebrates, and happiest of New Year's, January. Let's get it. You deserve happiness. Cannot say it enough. Much love to you. I'm done talking. Okay, bye. Hi, my pile fours. If you chose this pyrite, this is your reading for the month of January. So here's the scoop, you guys. January is like a shit or get off the pot time. It's almost like Spirit is demanding full compliance. Like, we're not messing around anymore. You're releasing, you're getting rid of the old. We're stepping into the new. You choose who you want to be moving forward. To live an emotionally fulfilled life, because I feel like there's so many blessings that they want to bring in 2022. I feel like it's going to be a really fantastic year, but it's our choice. It's our choice who we decide to be, if we're going to stay in stagnation, if we're going to move forward. So with that said, let me quick tell you about pyrite in case this resonates with the reading they all have so far. This is a powerful protection stone. But mostly how I know it is, and it shields against negativity, but this is a stone of confidence, success, happiness, and power and prosperity, which sounds great. If you ask me, it's like, oh, the wealth, the fame, the glory, and also, oh, wonderful protection as well. So let's see what comes out. What we are going to do is we're going to start with 3 kind of oracle cards that will represent the themes of your January month. I'm sorry, I really need some water. To see what areas of your life will most be affected in the month of January. Okay, Spirit. Whew. Spirit, ancient ancestors, spirit guides, angels, please help me channel this message for pile 4. Pile 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, done. We've got, oh, how funny, you guys. Jeez Louise. We keep getting animals, we keep getting travel. Fertility, haven't gotten yet. Very interesting. So, all right, well, I'll start over here. Fertility. So this could be a very creative pile. Okay, this is like Empress energy to me. Being kind of ripe with ideas. This could actually, be maternal, motherhood, that kind of thing. But mostly like we are very fertile with ideas, abundance. We'll see, how that comes out for us. We've also got animals card, and for me, this can represent a few different things. One, that animals are going to be our buddies the month of January. If you have any pets, like really snuggle them. They can provide us with so much love. They're also highly intuitive creatures. And so that might be a really beautiful way to like help heal, is to be around your animals. You could have a career in animal things. You could be a veterinarian. You might want to work with animals. That could be a thing, but excuse me, mostly this is usually about like animals, like spirit animals, like what kind of animals are showing up for you in your life right now. Not just your pets, but like, do you like constantly see doves? Do you constantly see wolves, dogs? Do you constantly see owls? Like whatever animals coming into your life, like on a reoccurring basis, to really pay attention and look up their spiritual meaning, because spirit is going to be communicating through you or to you in the month of January from our animal friends. Okay, so you might be having dreams about certain animals, or you might just be getting like a message of, significance. For me, I always see spiders, and it's a horrible love-hate thing. But they represent creativity and patience and creating your life. So take that how that resonates. It could be like a myriad of things. And then travel, when travel has come out, Sorry, you guys, are my last pile. So I've been talking. Travel can either be like legitimate travel. It can be traveling to somebody. It can be traveling, like wanting to travel, wanting to be adventure. It can represent like a bit of freedom even. But thus far, it's kind of represented like wanting to travel potentially to somebody. Thus far in the other piles, it's really interesting. Like there's been a lot of fear, like in the past, like we were afraid of our, like, well, we'll just focus on this pile. But yeah, like a fear of moving forward, a fear of transformation, a fear of like stepping into the new version of ourselves that we have wanted to be. So potentially this could be like traveling within ourselves. But I feel like it's been more than that. So we'll see how this all comes out. Excuse me. So let's get into tarot for some more clarity. Spirit, why is fertility here? Why is fertility here? Oh, how funny. The Empress. Hee-haw. Why is the fertility here? Where did it go? And animals. Why are animals here? And why is travel here? Okay. All right. So okay, so here's a scoop. Fertility, very creative. It's Empress energy. Okay, the Empress is a gorgeous, divine feminine energy. This is all four queens in one. She is incredible. It's my favorite card in the deck. She is super intelligent, thoughtful, an amazing communicator, practical, career-minded, has no problem making her own money, lavish lifestyle, very emotionally balanced, artistic, creative, energetic, charismatic, fiery, just like all the things. And that is, who we want to step into. Month of January, we want to like really envelop this Empress energy. And we've gotten it twice. So it's kind of a thing. It's kind of a big deal. And then this Ace of Pentacles reversed and the Hermit reversed. I feel like when these are two cards upright, okay, we are taking a time out to really go within so that we can know how to move forward and like have new breakthroughs about our money. But right now, I feel like we're not really stepping into this Empress energy. And instead, like we need to take this time out to heal ourselves, to let go of the past, to, even if the past doesn't even seem like we've done all the healing, there's still some residual stuff. Like there's still like a need for a time out here that we're just not allowing ourselves to take, and it's affecting our money. We're just doing rather than being, and when we're being is when spirit can connect with us. So we need to do less and be more to be able to move forward. Then we've got these animal cards here. And I'm not really getting like an animal. Like I feel like you're supposed to snuggle with your animals, and I feel like Spirit's going to be speaking to you through the month of January through animal things. But here we're moving away from a need to control. We're moving away from greediness, materialism, and we're taking action from more of a divine feminine energy. We're speaking our truth. There's a lot about speaking and kind of not giving a fuck what anybody thinks, which is Empress energy for sure, but it's kind of like letting go of a need to control, kind of like our image need to control our expectations of how fast things move, how much money comes in, like all that stuff. We're walking away from an old version of ourselves and old expectations into someone that is speaking their truth and doing so very decisively with a lot of clarity and kind of like really stepping into our power. So take that how that resonates. I also want to see like why travel is here. Sorry, you guys, I wish I had like a bigger setup. We'll figure that out one day. There's travel. There's something about new opportunities in regard to money, like new things that have come up. I feel like for you, this is like, you guys might be a life path number 5. You crave change, you crave travel, adventure. This is something that really fulfills you. It really like fills your power pack. It's just a part of who you are. And when you're not able to travel, you feel like you're dying a little bit. Like travel invigorates you. It inspires you. Super, super passionate. And, you know, I feel like there's a way that I'm getting 2 things. So one thing is very specific. Hierophant is Taurus energy, so you might want to travel toward a Taurus somewhere, but you're not, like you haven't made the decision to do that. That's a very specific message. I don't think, like, mostly what I'm getting here is as an act of self-love, we need to be traveling, and I believe like the Hierophant, like to me, like I feel like society tells us in order to travel, you have to be a job, you have to work there for a few years so that eventually you can, you know, make just enough money to have $5,000 in the bank so you can finally take that trip to Paris after 20 years. You know, it's like Sandra Bullock and while you were sleeping, like, I've got my passport and all I want to do is go to Venice. And it's like, go to friggin' Venice anytime you want. Don't wait for the guy. Don't wait for the whatever. Just do it. And I feel like there's something really important here about creating our own money and just making the decision to create a life and to build a life, because we are in stagnation in regard to travel. Upright, this is a card of having to make decisions. It's being at a stalemate, not knowing how to move forward. And then we've got this 3 of Wands, which to me is like, you know, we're not manifesting any longer. We are building. We are building toward a desired outcome with this 3 here. This is a very creative pile. And Spirit really wants you to create a life where you are constantly traveling. Not like constantly traveling, but like where you get to travel. Like you get to create the life that you want. And it's also interesting that we've got, you know, this 2 to 3, 2, 3. So it's like making the choice to build this life. It's like a progression. Just decide. But I feel like with this Hierophant here, it's almost like Spirit's saying like, play by your own rules. Like society doesn't have to, you know, like book the ticket. Like I remember going to India right before my wedding, and it was like irresponsible to spend so much money. Although it was like a super cheap trick. Super cheap trip. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. 4th pile. We're doing it. And you know, the responsible thing would be to like save up money, pay down the wedding, you know, like whatever. And India was like the most amazing trip I've ever taken in my life. And I had a friend like pay for my flight. So like I only had to pay for like all the stuff there, which India is super cheap. So it was just like incredible, life-changing. Cannot wait to go back and go everywhere. So this is like an act of self-care for you. This isn't People may not understand it. They may not get it, but it's like you are destined to do this. You are destined. You might feel called to like certain places. Trust those options. So yeah. Okay, let's see what else comes out, because that's kind of like interesting energy here. Let's see what's on the back of the deck too. 9 of Swords reversed. So that's good. So 10 of Swords. Yeah, Sun. I love it. 9 of Swords is like a card of mental worry. It's just like being really, really stressed, really, really obsessed. And in the month of January, we're beginning to come out of that. I feel like we're really beginning to come into our own with the Sun card. I feel like we're like realizing that life is possible again. We're coming into our own sense of vitality. You know, a naked baby on a horse, like nothing can be cuter. But there's something like warm. We're coming out of this coldness of like darkness of night into like beautiful sunshine. Sunshine on our face. For some of us, maybe we're healing from a divorce, like a relationship that was like imitation. It was crap. It was terrible. Or, you know, some kind of karmic lesson in regard to partnerships. Yeah, we're beginning to heal our heart, which is beautiful. So I feel like things are beginning to move forward in a really beautiful way, because we're stepping into our oh my gosh, I cannot talk, into our Empress energy. And we're really beginning to take care of ourselves and kind of like not care what other people think, and just deciding how we're going to be and how we're going to show up in our lives, which is pretty freaking cool. Okay, let's get some more information. I guess we'll do this deck first. Can I not shuffle? There we go. All right, Spirit, for my pile of 4s, can I get more information? Lizard Spirit, dream the world into being. Yes. Cow Spirit, the miracles are endless. Yes. Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. Okay. So we've got dream the world into being. And this guy, whenever he comes out, I always think of Christmas, and Christmas is, you know, a week away. So something might be significant for you at Christmas. With this 3 + 8 here, this 11, this intuitive number, it's a highly intuitive, spiritual leader, psychic gifts, the number 11, a master number. So Lizard Spirit, dream the world into being. When was the last time you basked in the sun and allowed yourself to daydream? Isn't that funny? We're just talking about the sun. To imagine what might be and who you might become. Lizard Spirit appears when you are called to let your imagination flow and dream something new. Inspiration is available to you now if you're willing to slow down and let your eyes close a little, allowing ideas to dance in your head. How funny that this one came out right on top of the fertility card. Because remember, it was like the Hermit card reversed. So it was like, take the time out. And Spirit's like, take the time out to visualize the life that you want. I love when they do that. To manifest, to attract, you know, exactly what you want. Inspiration is available to you now if you are willing to slow down and let your eyes close a little, allowing ideas to dance in your head. What might come into being if you were to pursue your dream? How might you grow and expand if you allowed yourself to dare to believe in the impossible, making it possible first in your dreaming mind and then in the world as you co-create with Spirit? So taking that time out to visualize and to really, you know, visualization is like tactics that athletes use, you know, to be successful in the Super Bowl, the Olympics. It's a technique that they do constantly because it works. Like if you can see yourself doing things, you're so much more likely to actually perform that way. It's crazy, but it's true. Give into the power of imagination and soon your dream will become clearer. The steps will reveal themselves and what was ephemeral will begin to coalesce into form. Dream it and be it. Spirit asks you to dare to dream big. What a gorgeous, glorious card. You guys, you've got Empress energy and the moon and animals. I mean, you might be like a significant animal lover, so good for you. But yeah, like you've got so much, like the Emperor, like, so much you can create in your life. Like, and Spirit's just saying, like, take the time out to visualize it. And really, I mean, what hard homework is that? Is to like, oh, let me just close my eyes and sit here and visualize myself living my best life. Like, what a terrible homework assignment that is. Enjoy it. And then we have Cow Spirit. Oh, look at these. I love this deck. It's just like they're all wearing like their own little crowns, and they're so freaking cute. Okay, Cow Spirit. The miracles are endless. You are at a beautiful point in your life today, for your needs are being met effortlessly and in so many ways. Fully embrace this truth by focusing on all you have right now, including the positive relationships that sustain you, the work you're proud to do to contribute to the world, and the activities that inspire and nourish your soul. This is like a card of abundance, just like realizing, like, even though you don't have all the things yet, even though you're not like the successful writer or the whatever, the actress or the CEO or, whatever that is for you, just because you're not there yet, you're still abundant. Your life is still abundant. You have, most likely, God willing, you have, food and shelter and breath in your lungs. We are all abundant, with breath in our lungs, especially after the past couple of years. So, be grateful for all that we have, and to really pay attention to the fact that there are miracles everywhere. Cow Spirit nudges you, and also the idea that we don't need anybody or anything or any job or anything to complete us, that we get to be our own divine selves. We get to find peace and harmony within ourselves, not, from the outside world. Cow Spirit nudges you to pay attention, because this is the perfect time to focus on the choices, actions, and behaviors that feed your soul and bring your heart contentment. Now is also the time when you will see many of your projects and commitments that were set in motion in the past begin to yield valuable gifts that will bring you joy and love and sustain you for a long time to come. Stay positive and share your well-being with others. The more you share, the more you will manifest, so be generous. Cow Spirit promises you will never run out of miracles. Beautiful. I love that for you and for anybody. And we have Swan Spirit. Take time for a deep dive. This is Scorpio energy to me. And we have 2 6s here, so you might want to look up 66 and see if that is significant for you. Might be some extra messages. Whenever the Swan Spirit card comes out, I just always sense like, self-worth and love relationships. Like swans always represent relationships to me. So I don't know, there might be something in regard to relationship for you. With their graceful long necks, swans are able to reach into the depths. When Swan Spirit arrives, you are called to take a deep dive beyond what is easily available on the surface. You may think you know what is best for you now, but take the plunge into the depths of your awareness, for there is knowledge you are not aware of and great treasures to discover. For some of us, I feel like this is intuitive abilities, or not even intuitive abilities, just like abilities in general that we didn't know that we had, things that we didn't know that we were good at. We had that Queen of Swords energy, so this could potentially be like speaking, or like, doing things outside the box. Like maybe you're a writer, like you didn't know. So I feel like there's hidden talents that Spirit's trying to tell you about. Deeper You may think deeper understanding awaits you, and a perspective that comes from a greater self-knowledge is what you need right now to better understand a situation or relationship. As you come to know yourself more intimately, so you too will come to better know others. So Swan Spirit asks you to go beyond the surface of what is happening between you and others and resist the temptation to judge by superficial appearances. So for some of you, this is about a relationship where we kind of want to judge the situation. We want to... It's almost like a feel the situation rather than a think about it. Feel it rather than like, what are the facts on paper? Like, how do you feel about it instead? Which is interesting. And resist the temptation to be in judgment, and instead to be in compassion. Okay. Know there is a much deeper potential for loving connections, forgiveness, and mutual understanding. Choose to dive deep into your why. Asking the deeper questions of yourself, you are led by the grace of Swan Spirit. Interesting. Take that how that resonates, guys, because I feel like this is a general reading, so it's You know, spirit can't get super in depth with everything, but, you know, for some of you that might be really significant, like how we show up in relationships. Even just like initial like shadow work, doing shadow work, and kind of like, how do I show up in relationships? How do I show up to my career? How do I show up to my day-to-day life? How am I emotionally? You know, like just asking ourselves these questions can really be very, very beneficial for us. Okay, let's get some more information. And just keep checking that I'm filming because I don't want it to, I don't know how much longer is on my phone. I deleted everything I could, but sometimes these readings have been long. Okay, spirit for my pile of fours. Okay, any more guidance or information? You know, I'm not gonna take those just because they kind of flopped out before even. Okay. Whoa, there's 4. Okay, whatever. First quarter moon in Aries, step into your power. Yeah, absolutely getting a sense of that. Like, you can't have Empress energy and travel energy and not want to step into your power. There might be something about dancing under the full moon for you. Like this person's dancing. She almost looks like an alien being. Just like her limbs. Step into your power. Aries energy, very passionate, very fiery, very driven. What are you passionate about? Like really, really, really get into it. And then we've got another Aries card, full moon in Aries, cool your emotions. So there might be things in your life where we're feeling like a little bit obsessed about, or a little bit stubborn about. And spirit's like, we need to have like emotional balance. We need like to master our emotions. We can't just be like, you know, going back and forth, you know, in anger or sorry, we've got new moon in Cancer, relax. So when things, I feel like when things aren't illuminated, you know, we've just got this little glimmer of light here. When things are illuminated and we're just like, spirit, give us clarity. We can get really emotional about it. We can get short with our loved ones. We can like, be like, oh, this is never going to change. I hate my life. You know, I'm worthless. Like we can just kind of go down like a rage spiral, a disappointment, betrayal, deception, self-loathing, you know, a spiral. So spirit's like, stay even keeled. Relax, cool your emotions. Okay, because we got a lot of passionate, fiery energy here. And even her with this travel card she's holding, I mean, granted, it's like a little boat thing, but it's still like a wand. So I feel like there's a lot of passion. So relax. And then finally, we've got Go Wild. I love this card, full moon in Leo. Leos are not afraid to shine. They are not afraid to step into the limelight. So this is about excuse me, your uniqueness, about just kind of going hog wild, dancing under the full moon, like changing it up, getting a tattoo, like whatever that is for you. It might just be making different life choices than what you've always wanted. You know, like remember that Hierophant card that came out and it was like, this is society's standards and this is how you have to do things. And spirit's like, no, like do it the way you want. Go hog wild. Like you are this powerful lion, a representation of strength. Like you step into that in the month of January, like just go. Like you will not be sorry, and you can eat people for dinner. Like nobody can say anything to you that is going to that can diminish a friggin' lion. Okay, so you might not feel that, but like spirit's really asking you to like get into that energy. Okay, sorry guys, I'm talking real fast, but I'm trying to like make these videos a little bit shorter, which hasn't worked, truthfully. Okay, we did the animal cards. Let's get some guidance. Spirit, can I get a couple guidance cards for my pile of fours? Pile of fours. Okay, we'll just take them. Unmarked trail, revelation, repairing the veil, forgiveness, and crown gains. Wow, that's come out 3 times. Something, you know, I feel like people that are coming to pick cards are pretty, I mean, again, like this Empress energy, like you guys have been actively working toward things. Like you don't have Empress energy by all of a sudden getting into spirituality, or by all of a sudden going after your dreams. Like I feel like you guys are powerful manifestors. I feel like you've kind of been doing this for a while, probably highly intuitive. And the spirit is basically saying, like, we want to make sure that that our use of power, that we're doing it from a place of compassion and service rather than a place of ego, materialism. How do you want to show up? Do you want to show up in a divine way? Do you want to show up, ego driven? And that is what, the crown games is. It's the right use of power. Eights represent our personal authority, represents business, leadership, abundance. And it's like, as we're given these opportunities, as we're given, all of these blessings, once you're this Empress energy, what kind of Empress are you going to be? And again, like, it's not male or female. It's just a, divine feminine energy. We have divine and masculine energy within us at all times. So it's like that part of it just doesn't matter. But, what kind of leader do we want to be? Because now is the time to like create that as we move forward. So let's find out. That came out 3 times, so I know what that one is. But I want to read these others because it's a new deck, and it's a way for me to learn the cards, and you get the full message. Unmarked trail, an unprecedented experience, discovery, revelation. Exciting. You are called now to embark on a sacred journey. The Arthurian knights in their quest for the Holy Grail had to make sure to take an unmarked trail that no one had ever followed, or they would not accomplish their goal. Likewise, you must enter the darkest forest of your soul via a route as yet unidentified to find what you seek. The manicured paths will bring you only temporary pleasure and later great pain. Stop it. You already know there is no reward at the end of the road you are following. You are only killing time. So the road that you've been on, the idea of yourself that you've had, the choices that you've made, like all the things that no longer serve you and haven't worked, like this is the time to take the path you haven't taken yet. Pause, breathe, again with the pausing and the breathing. Pause, breathe, and commit in your heart to a sacred endeavor. Vow to not look for old solutions that may have worked with past challenges. Get out of character, try the outrageous, and keep your quest private. You guys, for some of us, like there's a lot of people in my life right now that feel like they have to get jobs because they're desperate for money and they need money, and it's just really interesting. And Spirit's kind of like not allowing that to happen. So it's almost like things that society thinks that we should do. It's almost like trust your intuition, trust your, like, I'm not going to tell anybody to not get a job or anything like that, but I don't know, there might be like something in your life right now that is comparable to that. Again, like we had this 12, 1 plus 2, 5 plus 7 equals 12. So 1 plus 2 equals 3. It reduces down to 3. 3 is a super creative number. It's the number of the Empress. So trust. This is a card of trusting to do things differently than you've ever done them before. Get out of character, try the outrageous, and keep your quest private, because when we don't keep our quest private, people's energy affect us. Like, have you ever had a really great idea and you're like, oh, I had this idea, and someone's like, oh, how would that ever work? And then you get in your head about it, and then, the wind's kind of taken out of your sails, and you just show up differently. So keep like your intimate manifestations, your intimate attractions to yourself. Like don't give your secrets away. Just work toward it, and then eventually you can tell people. Now is not the time to speak of the voice that called you to embark on the unmarked trail. That time will come. Yeah, so keep it to yourself. The unmarked trail can be a sign that you have already made a choice, even if you do not want to acknowledge it. Be at peace with what your heart knows to be true. Your heart has already been made up, and your mind will follow. Pack lightly, taking with you only essential beliefs that you know to be trustworthy under all circumstances. The universe has your back. Ooh. Taking the path you haven't taken before. That is terrifying. I'm not going to lie, but it is exciting. And for my travelers, okay, you guys have got it in you to be ballsy. You do. You know that your bags can end up in Maui, but still we love that travel, don't we? It's not for the faint of heart, I'm telling you. Repairing the veil, forgiveness. Oh, I just think that's so beautiful. I don't know why anyway. Forgiveness, making amends, recognition of our unity. Between us all is a thin veil appearing to be a space that separates us. We look through this veil and believe ourselves to be distinct from each other. We assume that our thoughts and feelings are our own. We see bodies and objects and spaces between them, so we engage the world in relationships between a duality of us and them. This veil serves a mysterious illusion, making it so hard to believe in our inherent connection and unity. Yeah, like when people are us versus them, Christian versus non-Christian, Republican versus Democrat, it creates a sense of polarization. It creates, eventually, we all end up on our own islands and we don't see the commonality of our humanity. This veil serves as a mysterious illusion, making it so hard to believe in our inherent connection and unity. We can't always remember that what we do to someone else, we at the same time do to ourselves. When we claw at the veil out of fear, anger, jealousy, or resentment, manipulate another, misuse our power, or allow someone's actions to diminish us, we create a wound felt by many, not just those of us in the smaller direct relationship. Now is the time to examine where your actions have caused difficulty or harm to someone else, and also where you have been the recipient of harm. Regardless of what side you are on, it's important to take responsibility for healing this rift by bringing love, compassion, deep listening, and presence to whatever is not in harmony. So for some of you, gosh, I can't remember anymore. Was there with the swan, like maybe something about a relationship or some kind of maybe like a rift in your family or something? In January, I feel like there's going to be opportunities for forgiveness. I feel like there's going to be opportunities to just show up compassionately to a situation where maybe we've been hurt, wounded. This may not be for everybody, guys, but for those of you, a chance to repair the situation, but to do so not from a place of ego or like, I'm right, you're wrong, I have to be right, but really like seeing someone else's perspective and showing up compassionately. We don't always have to agree on how things happen, but it is our choice how we show up, if we show up from our heart or if we're going to show up from a place of hurt. Do this for you and for your own liberty as you become an unwitting hostage once you take the role of perpetrator or victim, both positions of weakness. Let go of all your resentments, know your part in the dynamic, and make the appropriate amends with that newfound wisdom and understanding. Healing, forgiveness, and mending what is broken in your world is a sweet, much-needed declaration of freedom. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let me quick look at this one to see if I made anything else or if I missed anything else. You want to be on top, the best, the most effective, the most beloved. You may discover that your deep desire to help others is disguising the underpinnings of this complex power. Okay, so this is a card of power. Okay, so we're stepping into this Empress energy if we're not already. We're very powerful. It can be dangerous and productive. It can be destructive or redemptive. Which will it be for you? Can you forgive without, interesting, can you forgive without condoning and keep your dignity when challenged? Will you be accountable, amenable to change or making amends? Can you let go of your need to rescue others? Lead with humility while letting others discover their way home. Now you're learning that empowerment comes with a price and a sacrifice for sovereignty. This is a time to pick your battles, use strategy, and temper your reactions. You have the power to make a beautiful difference on behalf of others. Can you see power as a currency that you must spend judiciously? True power is stewarded wisely, for it is given from the divine, not from the ego. In all your relations, the greatest beauty is when power is shared. If you are in a high position, it's even more important to be kind and respectful. Ask for guidance. It will come when you choose compassion over your own goals and desires. When you stop caring about who wears the crown, true success and influence appear for you. So it's like a few different things. One, this is like showing up with compassion, but not so much compassion. Like for some of you, you may be people pleasers. So not showing up in a way that you're unwilling to stand your ground, where you kind of cave or you're the doormat. We don't want to be the doormat. We also don't want to be, uncompassionate, maniacal, ruthless leader. And then also it is about, I just lost it. When we're in a position of power and leadership and all of that, to not have it be about the power, to know that we share the crown with others, to make others feel like queens and kings rather than I'm ruling, if that makes sense. So take that how that resonates, you guys. I feel like, for some of you, there's, some relationship stuff, whether that's family, personal, romantic, but there's going to be some opportunities in the month of January to do that. Still filming, yes. Okay. So let's get some blessings for the month of, blessings, and then we're going to get a self-care card. Okay. Blessings for my pile fours. Month of January. You guys are awesome. You're incredible. I love this energy. I love this pile. Let's go travel together. The end. Whoa. Oh, we got that one. Interesting. The first blessing that came out is generosity, which to me always represents like an equal give and take. So I feel like for some of you, there might be a relationship where, there's stuff that needs to be repaired, and maybe like, if this is a people-pleasing pile, like in the past, again, take it how it resonates, but, there might be something about healing that wound. Maybe like this person or this, will show up in a way where you can create a life or like a friendship, like renew the relationship, the contract that you have with each other from a place of like equality and balance, being generous of spirit, but also having that returned to us, which is really beautiful. Spirit, what other blessings for my pile fours? And also being in a place, again, like where you're sharing the crown, like we're being generous of spirit in so many different ways. It's not just like, oh, I'm giving to the Salvation Army at Christmas. It's also passionately giving of ourselves, our time, and, sharing the crown, like pumping up others in a beautiful fiery way. And then we've got earth spirit stability. To me, this is like a lot about financial stability. We got 2 5s here. Let's see what else comes out. Earth spirit is just kind of like grounding energy as well. And then, okay. We got 4. Okay. So many good things. Okay. So we've got generosity, okay? And then we've got another 5 here. So 55 might mean something to you, take how it resonates. But we also got the stability here. And so for me, this can be like financial stability. This is also about like creating our own stability within ourselves. A sense of, like with these 2 swans, to me, it's also a relationship card. So whatever is going on, with this relationship or the situation, on the side for some of you, I feel like this is kind of a coming together, creating stability, having it out, in a really great discussion, not like in a WWF sort of way, and creating the stability. So like creating a beautiful foundation so that you can actually build something together. But also just like the stability within ourselves, I trust myself, I believe in myself. I am, a lion. I am, this gorgeous energy. I balance my emotions. There's something like she's in green, so I feel like this heart chakra energy and like these glimmers of light. Like there's a lot of magic here in this card. And then uncertainty. I never remember. I just want to read this one. I feel like this is just trusting the path, like, and it's a blessing. Like, we're going through this transition. We're going from A to Z. There's so much unknown, so much, that isn't illuminated. We kind of know, like, we want to know the destination. We want to know, like, how it all works out. And I feel like Spirit's like, oh, this is all being done for you. Okay. Like, embrace the in-between, trust your intuition with this 4 + 3 = 7. 7s are, highly intuitive number, a spirituality number, a personal growth, solitude. So let's see what this one says real quick. I'll just read the short version. Timing is everything. Let go of the struggle. You'll gain great rewards. This is, about divine timing. Okay, but trusting that during, like in the uncertainty, you've got friends with you, you've got spirit guides, you've got, you know, if you can see that, there's like little butterflies and like a deer. Deers always represent grace to me, love. Okay, so trust that in the uncertainty, it's all going to work out. It's just about divine timing, and to trust the growth during all of this process. And then Pegasus transcending. Shoot, I just read that and I already don't remember. You're on a pilgrimage of the soul. It's time to transcend the weight of earthly burdens. Fly over situations that have been pulling you down. Don't involve yourself with the drama of others. When you remember that you have come from spirit and are eternal, challenging situations will resolve. A profound transformation is at hand. Beautiful. And with this 2 + 8, we've got a 10. So it's like the end of this cycle. 1 + 0 = 1. And so it's just this beautiful, we're coming into our own individuality, our own will. It's a new beginning. It's, you know, we are pioneering, we are stepping into this individuality, which is just gorgeous. I'm really loving 2022's energy already, you guys. It's just like, hey, you know, every blessing is coming. We just have to say goodbye to what no longer serves us. Yeah, this is like an equal give and take. It's like being open to receiving from the universe and also being willing to like give. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful blessings coming in January for you guys. Loving it all. Okay, so the final things I want to do, still filming. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Let's get a self-care card for you guys for the month of January. Oh my gosh, this video is going to be so long. Please, God. Please let it upload. Okay, self-care card for my pal fours. Self-care card for the month of January. What can be self-care? You've got to be kidding me. Plan a vacation, my travelers. I love it so much. I'm sorry, I'm a psycho. I love that so much. I'm going to get another one. Yeah, and again, like, so for example, no, it's too long an example, but, you know, like through my divorce, I'm being bought out through a refi of our house. And so part of me just really wants to take part of that money to book a flight. And I feel like Spirit's speaking to me through this, like, society doesn't get a say in how you spend your money. Society doesn't get a say in how responsible or irresponsible, you know, anytime I've traveled, I've never friggin' regretted it. And I've never been the same after. It always teaches, it always nurtures, especially for people that have that in, you know, in their blood. It's like, you have to travel, you have to do it. So plan a vacation. That was too many, like a million came out. And it can just be like a weekend away or something. Although I feel like Spirit's like, come on now, like, where do you really want to go? And just kind of finding a way to do that and trusting that you can manifest, you know, trusting that, like, hey, you may not have a whole bunch of money right now, but trusting that that money will come. And trusting that the universe is very generous. Spirit anymore, or just really want them to plan a vacation? Make a vision board. Oh my gosh, that also calls to me. I'm actually doing that right now. Also look up the number 33 for me. It's a master number. It's a visionary number. It's a leadership number. It's the number of like accomplished healers and guides. But like doing this vision board of like all the places you want to travel to, of the life that you want. Like, again, like taking that time out to visualize, you know, that life and like really step into it, and like with pictures and like seeing things every day. I used to have like big posters on my wall of like Hawaii, financial success, like, or no, it was like job, you know, that where I get good money, but like having that in my face every single day when I woke up, like I manifested a free trip to Hawaii. I manifested an incredible job that paid a lot. Like sometimes it took long, like longer, it didn't happen like right away, but it was always like in my mind. And a lot of those things came true. So you guys make a vision board. It's the new year. Why not? What do you want 2022 to be? Because I feel like Spirit really wants to give us everything. You know, I feel like it's a year of blessings. And then we've got journal. Okay, this is a great way, like in the morning, it's great to do some morning pages. The idea of morning pages is this is just one idea, you guys, you can do lots of different things. But to just like free association word, you know, word vomit onto 3 pages, just handwritten, has to be handwritten, 3 pages, front, like front, back, front. And just every thought in your head, it can be like, I have to go to the store today. My brother is ruining my life. I hate tuna. Like it can be, it's just completely just getting all the crap out of your head. And you'll be amazed that when you do that every morning, how your life will change, because you'll get sick of hearing the same shit. It'll be amazing, like the how you truly feel about people, about things, about like how you're really feeling. Like, whoa, I'm really angry. Or why do I feel like this devastated all the time? Or why do I, you know, like, or just like ideas and inspiration and the things that you want to do. It's incredible. So that's one idea. You can also journal affirmations. I do affirmations every evening. I am a powerful blah, 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 or, you know, like whatever. There's a million affirmations on the internet. You can write your own. You can do that. You can write letters to yourself from the future, like a year from now. Like, dear Mandy, oh my gosh, like I cannot even believe like the year that you're going to have. It's going to be like, here's everything that's happening, or, you know, whatever. There's like a million ways to journal, a million ways. So those are your self-care cards. Let's also get a how to love yourself card for my pile 4s. Self-care card. Fun, uplifting ideas flow through my consciousness, and I follow through on the ideas received, bringing them into full manifestation. Yeah, that is totally Empress energy, with ideas, and bringing them, like that's a creative energy. Fun, uplifting ideas. I rejoice in my creative energy. Yes. Create the life that you've always wanted, you guys. I love this freaking pile. I love it. And then we've got, I am not restricted by my limiting beliefs. Travel, you know, the idea of society, like, oh, I love it. I am not restricted by my limiting beliefs. I am gentle, kind, and comforting to my inner child as we uncover and release the old negative messages from family and society. You guys, I can't even. I can't even. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, there's stuff that we have believed, our little inner children. When we were little, we were sold a bill of goods about how our life should be, how we should do it. You know, you should get the 9 to 5, you should do the thing, and then after 20 years, you might deserve a vacation, and blah, 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 blah. You know, there's so many people changing the narrative of those stereotypes now. It's like there's van lifers out there, and there's people, you know, selling their houses and just traveling the world with their families. Like there's a million ways to do it. So get out there and do it for the sake of your inner children, because this is an act of self-care. It's not narcissistic. It is not, it's just a part of you. It's what you need to do to survive and thrive. Yeah, and we're releasing like the lies of our family, society, and I feel like a lot of us are even healing ancestral wounds right now, which is really incredible. It's a lot to take on, but we've got it within us. And then one last little nugget for my pile 4s. One last little nugget. There it is. They were being very specific. I will not remain stuck. I choose change. I love it. All right, my pile fours, my badass, awesome traveling pile fours. Oh my gosh, the video when it did it. I'm so grateful. Okay. You guys, if you like this video, if it resonated, please like it, please share, please subscribe, please get other people into this channel, and or please subscribe and hit the little bell button so you know when my next video it is, because I'm so honored and so grateful that I get to do this. It's just the time of my life, and I hope it was helpful. Also come on over to Carnelian Spirituality and Tarot over on Instagram, see my face on a daily basis if you want. And yeah, oh, and it's almost Christmas. It's a week. So if you celebrate Christmas, Merry, 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 Merry Christmas, and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful New Year. January looks like it's shaping up incredibly for you guys. I'm so excited for 2022. Thank you so much for listening. Go get them, Tigers. Love and light to you all. Bye.